Okay, well, hey, we want to welcome each and every one of you that are joining us this evening. We have several casts out. We are here in Shelburne, Indiana, at the 2026 National Cup Hunt. I'm here. My name is Steve Burkholder, your host, with my co-host Philip King. Philip, pretty exciting that we're going to kick off the early round cast winners here in a minute, and also certainly set the stage for the second round. So tell us a little bit on what we have at stake here.
Well, $25,000, of course. I mean,
That's always a good thing, right?
yes, absolutely. But I think one of the rotating cups that everybody wants, they want to take this home. It's what's at stake, and that's what they're fighting for.
Absolutely. This is the third year for the National Cup. Another lot of really good solid hounds. We're getting reports back from the field already. We have several casts that are completed. Now they got to gather dogs up and get back here. We have a few that are back in, and we're going to go to that in a minute. We're going to start interviewing some of these hunters. There's going to be 8 cast winners early, and they're going to compete in 2 casts here late. So why don't we break down just a little bit on the format, Philip, for the average viewer that's not here? How did they get here?
Well, they had qualifying Thursday and Friday. You had early round and late round, 90 minutes each. The format's changed from last year, because last year it was a double up Thursday, double up Friday. He's brought it this year to get more hounds for Saturday night. You win one, you're in. Kind of like the Kentucky Derby prep races, winning you're in. So there was 32 dogs that got a single cast win Thursday and Friday night. They have to come in here tonight and double up to make the final cast tomorrow night.
Absolutely. And what we're hearing, we're in Shelburne, Indiana, kind of one of the Mecca places to hold a hunt or whatever. It's just a lot of really good. Why don't you share with the viewers a little bit what kind of hunting that you can expect in this area?
Cropland, if they go south or back east a little bit, they're going to get some cold country hills. I mean, just rolling stuff, creek bottoms, rivers, plenty of edges to run if you've got that kind, or coons to tree if they want to float through the woods. I mean, we're right on the Illinois line. I mean, it's not 10 minutes. I mean, it's just prettiest coon hunting in the Midwest.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we're like you shared, we're not too far. We're south of Terre Haute, not too far from the Illinois line. Predominantly, most of the casts will hunt around here. I think what we heard tonight, probably the farthest cast going away is a half hour or so. So we're expecting a lot of these casts to be back in. What we're going to do is we're going to interview a lot of the hunters as they come back in. We're going to get a word with each of the cast winners. There's going to be 8 of them. And then after that, we're going to be going live, and we're going to kind of break down how the live format is going to work in the field pertaining that we have signals. So I know this is the third year for the National Cup, a lot of very competitive casts, and we're hearing early on that a lot of these casts are scoring on multiple raccoons. So certainly, I think there are a lot of tight casts. A lot of casts are being decided after the hunt is over on that side of it. Philip, from a competitive standpoint, coming into a hunt like this, for the average person, what is your thoughts on? We've looked at a lot of these cast matchups. We've done some picks and stuff, pick'ems and stuff. What do you think it's going to take to win this thing?
You're going to have to tree a coon every 30 minutes. I mean, that's the name of the game. You need to have a coon treat every 30 minutes.
Well, and I think, too, stepping outside a little bit tonight, it is a beautiful night, but the wind is the wind is blowing a little bit or whatever. I think keeping dogs in pocket is always a big thing on that side of it. It's inevitable that it can happen on that side of it for sure. We're going to move right into some of these cast matchups. I know we had went through them. Why don't we go start out with cast one? Kind of tell us, or cast one, who we had in it, and we'll just kind of briefly go through them real quick. And then we're going to get ready, prep, because we have a few hunters back, and we'll go to them to interview them. So,
all right, cast one, we have Country Grammar with Mike McAvoy, Rodeo Rip with DJ Woodyard, Neosho River Conan, Colin Stubbs all the way from Iowa, and Anchorman with Justin Allen. You got a pick on there?
Well, all of them are good. And we know some of these cast winners already. But I can tell you this: I hunted with the Country Grammar dog Thursday night early. He looked really good. Certainly, you got Rodeo Rip. He's got to be out. I'm sure he's off of the World Champion Rodeo. There's a lot of them that are winning now. Anchorman Justin Allen's kind of a more local, whatever. So that dog's going to be kind of acclimated to this area, whatever. So if I was good,
he just came off a third place win in the TOC.
Yeah, third place with that TOC. I would have to say Anchorman's probably got as good a shot as any of them do.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, probably could become between Anchorman and Country Grammar. But, like, again, anything can happen,
right. Cast number 2, I mean, it's kind of unfair. We know the outcome of this, but we have Speed Waxer and Billy Bell, Red Rock there in Overbay, Big Money Timbo and Brandon Cosman, and Mo Money, Mo Problems from Jordan Coble.
Absolutely, that's an incredible cast, and we're gonna interview on that or whatever. I know they scored on several. And who do we have in cast 3?
Booker with Ashton Hall, Electric Slide with Kanan Presley, Hardeman's LJ, Bishop Stalkup, and Cash App Nick Brady.
Absolutely. Again, another very competitive cast. A lot of good dogs on that cast there or whatever. We know that we have a winner there. The Slide Dog won that cast. By the way, the last cast, Speed Waxer did win that cast. We're going to get a word with Billy Bell here in a minute. But certainly the Slide Dog ended up winning that cast there. And again, we're going to talk to some of these guys as they come back in.
Cast number 4 was Battle Axe, Clifford Rivers, Landman Bob and Austin Gentry, Scrappy with Derek Simon, one of the 2 English dogs in the hunt, and Road Rash, Casey Stoward.
Yep. And again, we know that Casey has won that cast. We're going to have a word with him here in a few minutes as well.
Cast 5, George Jeremy Houchin. Jeremy's a local guy from this club. The 2-time world champion Ann with John Strickland. Rodeo's Bronco, Electric Bronco with Chance Peters, and the Buckle Bunny with Justin Perryman, 2-time Super Stakes winner.
100%. Another really, really good cast. I mean, that's a very, very tough cast. It could be anybody's game on that for sure.
We were trying to pick this cast earlier in the pick'ems, and it's just impossible.
Right, absolutely.
Cast number 6 is going to be Jesse Chuck Wells, and this is a crossbred dog, and I thought it was going to look like a Walker dog, but it looks just like a red bone.
Absolutely.
Crow Stone Cold Hustler and Ronnie Rowe, Hazel and Zach Vaught, and No Gamble Jewel, Greg Maynard.
And we know Greg has won that cast with Jewel. They scored on multiple coons or whatever. Certainly had a heck of a cast there.
Cast number 7, Rehab, the other English dog in the hunt with Lee Wade, Hudco's High Roller, Michael Ward, Jack and Coke, Dual Murphy, and Bullet, Ricky Osborne.
And we know the Roller Dog has won that cast, and we're going to have a word certainly with that cast winner here in a minute.
Roller's actually the youngest dog I believe we had. He's a year old.
Right.
And then cast number 8, Sugar with Mike Gilbert, Full Strut with Charlie Young, Electric Bon Jovi with Chad Rogers coming off a 3rd place win in the PKC World Hunt, and Huff Hall Trip with Mason Bush.
Absolutely. Again, another very competitive cast. So that's our 8 casts. We are going to get right into, let's get some of these guys lined up. We're going to bring them up. I know they're sitting in here. We're going to go with first cast. I know we have Casey Stallard in here. Casey, I know they had a shot of you out of the field. Why don't you come on up, Casey? We want to talk to you about how your cast went. We're going to get the scorecard up on that side of it and certainly have a word with some of these winners. Casey says that. Okay, so we can go over the live shot of this card. And first off, we have Casey Stallard here. Casey, how you doing, my friend?
If I can get sit down, boy.
Yeah,
Very tall.
we need a high chair. The chair, right? But we can see your cast over here. You didn't exactly have the easiest cast out there. All these casts are competitive at this level or whatever. But I know you had Axe, you had Bob, Scrappy, and Road Rash. But tell us a little bit about your hunt, Casey.
Oh, I mean, as soon as you cut loose, they're struck real quick.
They tend to do that these days, right?
Struck real. Everything was struck, under the minute or right at it. And Scrappy treed right there. And Bob treed for 75. And Rash treed just about 30 seconds left-handed up from him, a couple hundred. And Scrappy took a tree minus. He had moved and went to Bob and, didn't have nothing actually on the field edge and took a minus. Rash had a coon,
which is very rare this time of the year. Yeah,
this time of year, and I had a coon. Axe was still at large and cut loose. Scrappy treed again. Bob treed for 75. Scrappy took another tree minus. Bob had a coon. that time the ex female was treed, and she had a coon. So I'm behind now. Mine's a mile treed. I just haven't got to hear him. And Bob got treed, scored him, got in the field, and Scrappy treed way the other way, and heard mine treat him a mile and walked the hunt out.
You know, it was a little breezy tonight.
Yeah, he
So-
had to win in my favor.
So having the win in your
Yep.
favor, you know, it takes a few breaks,
Yep.
you know, when you, especially when you get to this level, whatever, certainly at a competitive cast. Casey, you've been doing this a long time. You're in the top 8 of the, and I know, I mean, you've been in a long time and you're still a young man or whatever, but you grew up around it. You told me earlier tonight when we was out there interviewing that you kind of feel like you have to take a back seat because your sister kind of, she's dad's pet now.
Yeah, she's.
So,
You know, I used to be the favorite, and I know how Cody feels. It ain't fun when you're not. no, where it needs good.
And talking that, I know hunting is a family affair
Yeah.
for you guys, and I believe your sister is either leading the youth race or the
close,
state
yeah.
or the and also probably up in the state or whatever. I know they're
Mhm.
competing. So
Yeah.
so you're in the top 8. We're gonna go out. We're gonna recast in 2 4-dog casts here late. You change anything up, or you just go out and turn them loose and
See what happens. You know, call him for what he does. Hopefully, he can win another one. If not, we'll head home and be at the next one.
So do you own this dog?
My
here?
dad does.
Your
yeah.
dad does, yeah.
Yeah, I like to claim I own him, but Dad does. Yeah. Tom Morgan, you might know him by the house. We hunt together. He's almost 80. He hunts every night with me, and he raised and trained him. He got the best of me quite a bit, and I told Dad, I said, yeah, you need to go buy him, and Tom sold him to us, you know, and we've had him. Dad hunts him quite a bit, and he don't handle much anymore. He lets me handle him, but they did all the work, both of them, so I'm just a handler. So
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Casey. Good luck the next round. And we're one step closer
Yep.
to the trophy that's sitting over here on the table. And then certainly the $25,000, you know, but the prize money keeps getting bigger each round here or whatever. So certainly congratulations on that as well.
appreciate you, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, buddy.
That's Casey Stallard. Advances out of that cast, had a very, very tough cast. As you can see, they scored on several raccoons or whatever. So next up, we are going to bring up Billy Bell. I see him sitting back here. Billy, why don't you come on up? And if you want to get his card around, Philip, if you got it over there, we're going to interview our next cast winner. So let me get to that card real quick. Billy Bell. I know we talked earlier.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Steve.
Got to be exciting, right?
It is.
Sounded like you guys had a real cast tonight.
We did. We started out. Timbo actually treed the very first coon we treed for 75 and 125. I got struck first there, and mine went right-handed. And Timbo went just right across this little railroad track and come treed. Went in there. He had a coon. When we come off of that tree, the Red Rock dog was treed. And my dog was showing true that the wind was so bad that you couldn't hear.
You know, I didn't realize, Billy, that the wind was that bad until I stepped out that. But it's breezy enough where it's going to play a role. I got a feeling.
It definitely did tonight. So we walked to Red Rock. He had a coon. We walked his minute. We was going to have to go wait back to where we heard wax, but we could when we copped this little hill, Brandon could hear Timbo. He was treed again, just perfect with the wind. And he struck and treed him, so I still didn't get treed in. Mine was sitting treed the whole time. So we go to Timbo. He's got his coon. We pull off Timbo's tree, walk his minute, and you could hear wax, just barely, but you could hear him in there. I got him treed in. We start to him, get in there to him. He's got a coon. Jordan, he withdraws. Now we got it as we're going to wax his coon. Iron treed Red Rock. Brandon ain't got struck in yet. So I got to lead back to where we hear Red Rock. So as we're walking back to this road, I hear Red Rock. So I said, guys, I'm going to at least get him on the other side of this road for a cutting. And when I did, I just cut him down this little ditch. He didn't go 2 minutes. He had one tree. And we start to Red Rock, but we walk almost to him. And we realized he ain't gonna get to him before the hunt was out. Aaron said, "Y'all go back and score wax. If he got a coon, you got it." And that's what we done. And we got back in there, and he's literally had one up a bush.
Oh yeah.
Up a bush.
You know, it takes a few breaks along the way or whatever, but at the end of the day, dogs are still tree raccoons, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the name of the game. You're out certainly through this round now. We're in the top 8. Got the final, we're going to hunt 2 4-dog casts here late.
Yeah.
And it's going to, but you're certainly one step closer to that next round. So it's got to be pretty exciting. I think we talked earlier tonight. This is a dog that's kind of out of your old speed shifter dog that you hunted.
We raised him. When I was hunting for Roger, we lost Roger last year. I was who I hunted for 10 years. Even
he was a good one to hunt for, wasn't he?
Yeah, one of the best. And
matter of fact, Brandon, the guy that was hunting Tim one night, he hunted.
We had a team of guys.
Yeah.
And anyway, I had shifter, and Roger bought Spice Girl. But as soon as he bought her, Roger knew he wanted to make this cross. So we got brother to shifter. She had 10 pups that made it. I think she actually had 11. We lost a little female. Ended up raising 8 males and 2 females. Sold this puppy when he was this a puppy. Actually, Dale, Kinder, and Nathan, the one that owned Spicer, they ended up with him.
Yep.
They wanted this little dog at Jacob Edison from back home towards who lives up in Eaglesville, Tennessee. Teacup, everybody calls him. And Teacup got him, traded for him, got him, and done good with him last year as a 1-year-old. And he, like I say, he's still got 2 super stakes left.
So this is a young dog. So this is a dog that's 1 now, 2 or coming 2.
He turned 2 in November.
Turned 2 in November.
Yep.
Okay, that's incredible. Tell us just real briefly. I know you have a couple partners on them that own the dog.
Yes, I just hunt for Paul Braden and Chad Rogers. They bought the little dog from Teacup, and they bought the Jovi female, and I've been hunting her for them some, getting her ready. And I think Chad, he won with her again tonight too.
Okay, so Chad.
So we got 2.
So you got 2. So you have to be one representing each cast. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, it could happen. Wouldn't that be something if both advance to the final cast? It can happen.
We got that chance, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I talked to them guys before. I talked to Paul. He's been around this sport for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And he's got to be excited too. When you hunt for Roger like that, and then you transition and start hunting for a couple other guys like that, it's Roger, and we're just going to touch briefly on him. He was really, really good for our sport for many, many years.
He was a big player for a long time.
Made a lot of these hunts possible, honestly.
Correct. He had a lot of dogs. He loved buying dogs. I know I don't know if he was there. They gave him a Life Achievement Award. Josh McCoy did. And they wanted me to get up there and talk about it. And, I didn't know exactly when you try to, person's dead, and I was trying to, but one thing that come to my mind when I got up there and talked about him, he loved buying dogs. That was his passion.
Yep, absolutely.
He just loved buying dogs.
Yeah.
He told his accountant one time, that's what I was saying in the thing. He said, "What else is there to buy?"
Well, and it gives us an opportunity to compete for what we compete for. You're certainly competing for the for their trophy. I only got to meet Roger a couple of times, but both times we had a lot of really good talks, and he enjoyed cooking and good food.
He was,
you know what I mean?
He was a Christian man. He had his faith, and when they told him he had aneurysm on his heart, he took it pretty good. But like anybody, it'd make you nervous, And
oh yeah.
And I was with him. We carried him a week before he had his surgery. We went down at Mark Hall's. He was leasing some land down where and me and Mark and his son Kyle, his youngest son, we went hunting and had just a wonderful hunt to last like 3. I think we went 3 nights, and we had every night was just a great hunt. So I was, he just went out, happy. I know.
Oh yeah, doing what he loved doing. So certainly, Billy, it's certainly a huge congratulations on your cast win. Good luck the rest of the way. I know, like I shared with Casey earlier or whatever, I know a lot of you guys and stuff like that, and I know you've got as good of a shot as anybody here. Hunting a good dog takes a few breaks, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow night.
I hope so.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
Philip, we'll bring you back in here, and I know we have several other casts that are done or whatever, but I know they're not back yet. The deadline to return tonight, it is a hard deadline, is 2:00 is when the deadline is. So we're at 12:35 now, and what we're going to do is, as these casts come in, we're going to interview the cat. We're going to interview the cast winners. And then, but we're going to do the draw. We're going to go live and we're going to do the redraw as soon as they get back in, and try to turn around and get the two casts back out as quick as we can. Philip, what stands out to you the first couple casts that are in?
Some of the dogs we expected to win won. Some, it's a toss up. There's not a slouch cast here. Any one of these dogs win this cast. You can redraw it, go hunt it again later tonight, and have a different outcome. But any dog here, any of these 32 is capable of winning at any time. And hopefully we'll get to see some good action late.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, this is the 2026 National Cup Hunt. It is in Shelburne, Indiana. And we have a few other casts that are going to be rolling in here directly. We're going to take just a real short break, and we're going to come back with you with a few more of the winners as soon as we get back.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports, we're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service. No matter where your adventure takes you, ready to get started? Call us at 606-237-7311 or visit www.unitedmotorsportsbelfry.com or stop by today. Your next ride is waiting.
You're a great outside shooter, but all the talk this year has been you driving.
It's true. I'm going to be driving a Kia Telluride from Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville.
Right now, get a new Kia Telluride with up to $4,500 off the sticker.
So why Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville?
Because when others won't, Walters will.
Come shop us in Pikeville or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Sitting back here, before we go live with a few more of the cast winners, I am sitting here with Casey Shorter. Is that correct, Casey?
Yes.
Okay, and I know you're one of the guides tonight.
Yes,
And
I
so tell us a little bit about you, Casey. How long have you hunted, and what's drew you to this sport?
Well, my dad hunts and my brother hunts. I used to hunt when I was real young, and then I won the national championship for the youth. Well, then I quit because I also play softball, and I got real busy with that. And then I started up about 2 years ago, and then I started handling the Layup Lily, owned by Travis Henneke, and I started winning with her. And then just recently, I won the state youth championship with her, and I just love being around all the dogs, and yeah.
Absolutely. So it sounds to me like not alone do you hunt, not alone do you guide, you also compete. You said you won the youth nationals. Is that correct?
Yes.
What year was that you won that?
2012, I believe.
2000?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. So you've been doing this for a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Softball. You still play softball?
Yes, I do. I plan to go to college for it too.
Okay, awesome. What would be your top favorite school to play for if you could?
Definitely Florida.
Yeah,
University of
absolutely.
Florida.
Well, I tell you, I live literally from Gainesville. We could be to Gainesville in about 45 minutes. So certainly would be awesome or whatever.
Yeah.
But we want to just say thank you so much for coming out this weekend and helping.
Absolutely.
And certainly congratulations on
Thank
all your
you.
achievements you've done in the
Thank
hunting
you.
world. And if someone's tuning in, a young lady's tuning in, what would you say to them? Because predominantly known as a guy sport, but there's a lot of women that compete too.
Right.
What could you share with them? What you've enjoyed, what you've took away from it?
I would definitely say learning new things. Like not only learn just stuff about coon hunting, I learned like life skills and what I can do. And like my dad's also taught me a lot. My brother's taught me a lot, and he's younger than me. So yeah, I just enjoy being around everybody and learning new things.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Casey, for
Thank
coming up. We
you.
appreciate what you're doing here this weekend.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We're going to bring up another task winner. I do believe we have Greg Maynard over there. If somebody can get his card up over there, we're going to bring him in. He was certainly a winner on that side of it. I know Philip is lining that up, but we do have 3 or 4 cast winners here, and we certainly want to interview them on that side. So, Greg, if you could come on up. We'll have a few words with you real quick. I know we're going to make this short and sweet if we can, Greg, right?
Yeah, that's right.
A little tough to do.
We're not good at short and sweet, are we?
I wanted to bring you in here real quick. I know you won your cast early here. You're one of the top 8, and I know you got a lot of stuff to put together because we want to certainly get this turned around, get it back out as quick as we can. Always certainly do that, but huge congratulations, Greg.
Thank you.
What I seen earlier, it looked like you guys had a heck of a hunt.
We had one heck of a hunt. 4 very nice dogs. 4 good people. Chuck Wells hunting a little red dog out there. That was pretty neat to see a different collared dog. He trees a coon out of the truck. Mine backs him, gets a piece of it. We pull off that, cut them, and Zach Bont's dog, she's treed back behind us. Get to her, she's up a bush, but she's got a coon in it.
And you have to think walking in there. I mean, because you've seen many that have, but also many.
I think
there it's not.
She wasn't treeing good at all. She wasn't treeing good at all in a small tree. I thought, well, he's in trouble here. But she had a big coon in a little tree. Pull her off there. Mine's treed again. That's kind of what helped me. She got treed quick off that first tree. Close to Zach's dog. And that's a game changer in this sport for speed of everything. She's got a coon there. Recut her. Zach's dog actually went back to mine's tree, so she got deleted. Now Chuck's dog's treed in through the country. He's got a coon, so that puts him back ahead of me. Mine, I get mine. Mine gets handled at his tree way after the time, so I don't know what the deal was there.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so I'm not happy. I thought, well, she's blew this thing. Ronnie Rose dog's treed back the other way. We've got to go back to him. We lead back to where we can hear him cut our dogs. They get back to Ronnie Rose dog. Mine has got treed across the road, which she needs to. Go to Ronnie's, can't find it. Zach's is treed down there. He's got another coon. So everybody's still, in contention, except for Ronnie probably. Now I get treed across the road. Go down there. The red dog gets treed again too. I got a coon. We can't find the red dog's coon. I want to kill.
So if the red dog has a coon,
it would win. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, I know you're in the top 8. Obviously, certainly you've been here before in different hunts and stuff like that. I know you just recently started hunting the jewel female, a couple months ago or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you guys kind of bought her more to raise a litter of puppies out of her. Is that correct?
So Randy Lawson, I bought a really nice female off of him a couple years ago, and Randy Lawson always buys really nice dogs, as you know. Good friend of yours. I always tell Randy when you get one, because Randy's a lot like me, he likes to buy dogs. And then after he gets so many, he don't know what he's going to do with them all.
That way, yeah.
So anyhow, he calls me and he says he's got this Jip, that he's going to sell. And actually, I wasn't really interested at first, and for some reason, I hate to even say this, but A lot of my thinking I do is in the shower. I was in the shower one morning, and I said, you know what? That's pretty. That's a good bred female. She'd be good to breed to one of Scott's dogs. Cross good on Scott's dog. I said, I'm gonna call Adam, and if Adam don't buy her, I'm gonna buy her myself to breed. And so we get her bought from Randy, get her home. And then Randy told me, he said, hey, call Zach McBee. He can tell you everything about her. I called Zach, and I think highly of Zach McBee, and
one of the good ones.
His dog program. But anyhow, I get her bought, and started hunting her a few times just to see what she do. We always, when we buy the females, we hunt them to see if they're worthy of breeding. And she was a coon dog, and she's kind of climbed that ladder to the top. I've got my pins coming out of my office door. The first dog pin is that's where my main dog is in the first pin, then down the line of how I get them. And she's went from 4 spots. She's up to 2 spots. She may be in the 1 spot time we get home. So, but Molly's in the brood pen. So by default, Molly.
I was going to say we can change. I've told you for years we can change that. Okay, that's right. We can let her be the 1 spot. Molly will have a home if you don't want it right now. Great, congratulations. I know you got a lot of stuff you're going to put together here or whatever. Certainly winning this next cast would mean a lot. It would.
I catch a lot of. I don't really catch a lot of heck because I don't win as much as probably I should as many times I enter. But a lot of people want to say, I can't believe you hunt your own hunts. Well, I'm gonna preach this again. And I'm gonna say it loud, and I want everybody to listen to what I'm saying. I love to coon hunt, Mike. I love to compete. That's why I do this. I'm able to still do this, and as long as I'm able to walk and compete with these guys, I love this. This is an addiction that you cannot get out of your bloodstream. And I'm getting older. I don't go as quick as I like to and keep up like I do, but I still think that I can hang with these young boys out here. And as long as I can do it, I'm going to hunt my own hunts. And you know what? If there's not a fair person out here, I don't think anybody can tell you that. I'm not going to hoodoo you, or I don't want any special favoritism or anything like that. But I just love the coon hunt.
Don't you think too, Greg, in that regards or whatever, it keeps us acclimated with the hunts. You know what I mean? To me, we are in touch. We're up with the game. We know the changes that need to be made. We know the feel of the game because we're here. We are here, and I think that us being here and I'm an owner. I come, I put the hunts on, I judge some of the hunts. I just think it's better for everybody. I mean, now people can agree with me or not agree with me, but it's just like whether you hunt a dog or you don't hunt a dog. The more you hunt it, the better it's going to be. So the more you're out there, the better you're going to be. Absolutely. Well, the clubhouse is filling up. I know we got about an hour and 15 minutes. It's a hard deadline for 2 o'clock, but from my understanding, most of the casts are done. They're making their way back here or whatever. Certainly, congratulations, Greg. And we look forward to seeing it unfold in the next round.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, you have a good one.
That's Greg Maynard, hunting a dog called Jewel, owned by him and Adam Campbell, who's also part owner of Pro Sports. So as you heard, Greg is a winner tonight, but he's also owner of Pro Sport, and he does an incredible job there. So we're going to bring our next guy up and another cast winner. So Michael, why don't you come on up here?
Steve, check out some of the comments coming in right now.
Okay, so got questions or comments? Drop them here. Yeah, absolutely. I love Steve's hat. Yeah, absolutely. But anyways, hey, we have another cast winner up here, Michael Ward. We talked a little bit earlier. You didn't want to talk earlier or whatever, but you're going to have to now because you won the cast, right? Do we have his card up, Philip? Is his card? His card is over there. Make sure you get that other cut by there. So, Michael, congratulations.
Thank you, buddy.
You gotta be kind of excited, nah? You gonna hunt him next round?
Yeah.
I heard you're on him now. You're gonna hunt him. So tell us a little bit about your hunt, Michael.
We cut loose down a field edge. We never heard nothing for 5 or 6 minutes.
Which is rare.
Rare, yeah. They was all just racing. We finally heard mine strike me. pretty much tree me immediately. We get the head in there, get about halfway to him. Rehab gets struck in there around him. Get in there, they're split about 20 yards. He trees his when he sees that, plus me up. Walk my minute, cut him. We go to rehab, plus him up immediately. The other two haven't been heard. Mine barks one time, I strike him so they can't strike back in for 100. And then Duel strikes and trees over a mile the opposite way for 50 and 125. Ricky strikes for a quarter and trees for 125 the same way. Then Roller went about 200 yards and got treed again before we even started that way. Took us the rest of the hunt to get the Duel, plus him up. We get all the way back to Roller. He had another coon. It was over. It was a lot of walking, but not a lot of action.
Isn't that kind of how it works? These dogs get spread out or whatever, and it takes if you certainly getting struck first kind of puts you in a position on that side of it, but you got to still treat coons.
Oh yeah.
So I know this dog is kind of a young dog. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Congratulations. What are you going into this next round? What's your thought process?
He's a pup, so there's no telling. I don't know nothing about him. I trained him. I've had him since he was a baby. I know nothing about him.
I know we got Austin over here laughing, right?
I know nothing about him. Good job, Mark. Good job training this dog.
Absolutely. No, hey, congratulations, Michael. I know you guys, you know what to do in these spots here or whatever. I know it takes a little bit of luck, but you got to also hunt a dog that trees coons, right?
Yep. I didn't train Roller, but I did train Austin.
You did train Austin. He comes from your part of the woods.
I trained him. Yeah, I raised him up and trained him. I set him right here on my knee and trained him up.
Congratulations, Michael. Appreciate you. Yep, absolutely. So again, that's another cast winner, Michael Ward hunting a young dog. Again, I think that's 4 of them that we have back in and that we interviewed. And is Justin in here? Okay, I think we have another winner here. Come on up here.
We want to make sure encourage people to hit that like and share button. Leave your comments down in the Jim Mar Service comment section below.
All right. Well, Randy, you come in between us here. Absolutely. So have another cast winner, Hunting Buckle Bunny. So congratulations. We'll get that card up. Philip, do you have that card up? Okay, so looks like tell us a little bit about your guys' hunt, Dustin.
Strickland got struck for 100 somehow.
And by the way, I mean, you had a tough cast. I mean, it wasn't like you didn't have a cast that you didn't have to go out there and compete, right?
Yeah.
So
it come down to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So go ahead.
We got treed with a coon, and then that George dog got treed. Both had coons, and then he got treed again, had a coon.
George had treated a second coon before you guys got.
And then we went and got mine, had a coon, and then he had a coon at the end. He beat me, and he didn't have no coon.
Is that right? And so this is a little 5-year-old female, Randy. You've had her pretty much from puppy. Hunter, stuff like that. In the top 8. You got to feel pretty good about that, right? Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. What is she off? What is she off of?
Oh man,
she's off rodeo and a 9 female.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards. The dog that Al Noneman hunted. I mean, do you think we can ever, Randy? Do you think we can ever get him out of retirement?
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to get out. I miss him.
I know. We had a lot of fun hunting with him, right?
Yeah.
Dog called the whole 9 yards, I think, which is Mojo Bread or whatever. So she's kind of your guys' stuff, top and bottom all the way through, right? Yeah. Yes. What's your strong point? What sets this little female? Obviously, Randy, if you've hunted one for 4 or 5 years, it's got to be something, or they wouldn't be at your house. So, what do you like about her, Randy?
Oh, she most times she stays in pocket, and she and with tree, she's got a coon, and she just kind of trees them as she comes to them. She don't have to run off.
Yeah, I tell you, hunting in the hunts, and you bring up a good point there, Randy. Hunting in the hunts we hunt today. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm serious. I mean, you can't tree something you can't hear.
Yeah.
And if depending, like tonight, the breeze is up. I mean, I was talking to Brandon earlier, and he kind of ran out of timber a little bit, so he had to cut. He kind of had to cut his, going away. The wind going away because there really no any timber to cut into the timber, and got trees before the hunt was up. But you can't hear him. You can't hear him.
Yeah, same thing with Strickland. He just went the wrong way. Couldn't hear him.
Yeah, so it definitely plays a role on that. Well, Justin, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Randy, congratulations.
Hey, thank
good
you.
luck. Good luck the next round.
Thank you.
Okay. So again, I think that's cast winner number 5 that we have in here. I think we have 3 more casts to go. And as soon as they come back in, we're certainly going to go live. So we're just going to take a real short commercial break, get these last 3 guys in here, and then we're going to go live for the draw as well. So we will be right back.
If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service, that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE.
You're a great outside shooter, but all the talk this year has been you driving.
It's true. I'm going to be driving a Kia Telluride from Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville.
Folks, if you're in the market for a storage building, garage, barn, or custom structure, there's only one name you need to know. Mountaineer Buildings, conveniently located right outside Chapmanville, West Virginia, with multiple locations across Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. They are the largest building company in the coalfields for a reason. They've got a huge inventory on lot. Welcome, everybody, back here to Briar Creek Kennels. You're watching the 2026 Pro Sport National Cup as $25,000 up for stakes, as we'll have Steve, Phillip, and our friends here with the D&D Outdoors channel and the Dalton gang, as we are live here in Shelburne, Indiana for this National Cup coon hunt, brought to you courtesy of Joy Dog Food, Mountaineer Buildings, Jim Marr Services, Punk's Tire, Diamond Flagging Company. And guys, as the hunters come rolling in, we'll be rolling all night long. We'll send you out with some hunters here as the next draw starts here shortly. But stay right with us. We'll be right back. 3 minutes with Steve, Phillip, and our friends here at the 2026 Pro Sport National Cup. And again, guys, back here in Shelburne, Indiana at the Pro Sport National Cup, $25,000 up for stakes and a national championship cup. Will be going home with one of these hunters, as it's a Saturday and Sunday hunt here. Really nice area up here, really flat land. And, for you guys never been here, highly suggest you come up here, especially if you're into coon hunting. A lot of opportunity up here to run your dogs. And we're here at the Briar Creek Kennels right here, right outside of Bloomfield, Indiana. And, guys, we will have Steve Burkhart, Phillip King, Greg Maynard, and the crew back here shortly as they're trying to tally up the winners of tonight's first round, and then they'll draw for the second round. And in drawing for the second round, that's when we're going to send some cameras out with some of the crews, and you can see a lot of coon dog action. You can see what coon hunting is all about right here on D&D Outdoors. We'll be back momentarily here live with the Dalton game.
Okay, so we're back here live with a couple of guys that we talked earlier with, Chad Rogers and Paul Braden. This is a second dog that's in from you guys. We talked to Billy Bell earlier, and he got that one through. And now you guys have advanced through with your second entry, a dog called Bon Jovi. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, Chad, tell us a little bit about your hunt.
Had a pretty good cast with three coons.
Let's pull up the scorecard here and we'll look at it. You have to move it a little bit, Philip, there.
There you go.
Bring it over to your right there a little bit. Okay, anyways, go ahead.
We get cut loose, get struck for 100. I get in there in some rough stuff. One dog gets treed, and mine's kind of wanting to. I didn't like it, but I treed for a quarter, and she wasn't there. And then she got treed and had a circle. Got cut loose. She busted in there, treated a coon. We had about 11 minutes left. Cut loose again. Got in there about 900, treated another.
So you treat, from my understanding, talking to a couple of the guys in your cast, this all happened in the last 30 minutes of the hunt.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're certainly hunting a good dog, Chad, Paul, whatever. I mean, I've heard it all week. I've heard it all weekend that Bon Jovi's one of the hottest things going right now.
Right now.
What have you won? Tell us a little bit about the dog. I know you guys are really high on this dog. Whatever. So.
We just got her bought right before the Super Stakes, and I got her in the early round. Then Billy hunted her and took over after that and got in the top 6, I think. And then we've been pecking along.
Yep, absolutely. Paul, you've been at this a long time.
Long time. Actually got him started hunting.
hunting. So
I believe he was just very young.
Okay, so how far do you guys live by each other? Or?
We did at that time, yeah.
You did at that time.
We're a couple hours apart now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Paul, you got 2 dogs in the top 8 of the National Cup hunt. What would it mean if one of these you punch the ticket on and win this thing?
What would mean more with we got both in?
Isn't that something? Hey,
Wouldn't that be something?
Well, I tell you what. So what happens
Anything could happen.
Yeah, what happens in this next draw? You certainly won't hunt together. You're going to be in separate casts, and certainly could very easily happen. You guys are hunting 2 dogs that are very capable of having it happen. For sure.
I'm perfectly happy where we are. We're tickled to be this far. Yeah. It's quite an honor to make it this far.
And have 2 dogs.
And have 2 dogs. Proud of the way that both the handlers have done them out there, and got a good partner, the dogs here. We're just very happy with the whole situation. We've got a good team.
It does. It takes a team of people, and it's certainly more special when you have a good mix. Like I've always said, these hunts are fun. Hunting good dogs is great. But really, it's a camaraderie. You know what I mean? To look forward to going to that next hunt together with people and enjoy what we've all enjoyed for so long on that side of it. So congratulations, Paul and Chad. Good luck the next round. Hopefully we see you guys tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Yep. So that is our 6th cast winner on that side of it. As we heard earlier, that was Chad and Paul. They do have 2 of them in. So they'll be hunting in separate casts, and certainly both of them very capable of making it to the final cast. So we're going to go on with our next cast winner. I know Philip is out there somewhere, or should be, or whatever, and certainly want to bring in the next couple cast winners. Okay, I know that guy was in here. I think we got the other guy coming in. He's right here. Kenan Presley, I think it is. Come on up here, take a seat here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys pretty excited, not?
Yeah.
Top 8?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about your hunt. We're going to go to the card if we can find it here. Get it put up.
We cut loose there, and they struck down a field and got about 400 yards. And dog got struck for 100, and another got struck 75. I got struck 50. Another boy's dog hook left, got struck for a quarter. Mine. Another one got down there and he got treed. He was down on the ground running, took a tree minus. Another one made a circle tree. I think he had a coon. We couldn't find him in the look. Slide got treed in the meantime, and went and scored him, had a coon, and cut him loose. About 5 minutes, he was treed again, had another coon, and believe he run an airplane through the country. And it didn't land until after the hunt was over, so I'm glad I didn't need to tree him, but he looked good.
Absolutely, isn't that something how that works? You know, it was a little breezy tonight.
Yeah.
So certainly, if they got in there and they hunted any amount of place, it could certainly happen on that side. So, top 8 of the National Cup, you got to be pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Absolutely. What I'm sure you're not going to change anything. Just go out and hunt or whatever. What would it mean if you won this next cast and you punched your ticket to the finals for tomorrow night?
Well, I'd be pretty tickled. It meant a lot.
Absolutely. I know you hunt for a good bunch of guys.
Yeah.
You know, certainly they have certainly they own 2 or 3 different dogs that they hunt and stuff like that. How long have you been hooked up with these guys?
Well, I don't really hunt for them. Me and Ward's pretty good buddies. He don't live about 2 hours from me. I actually hunt for a man named Dennis Taft.
Okay.
And I had a dog up here, and I didn't hunt him but twice and didn't do no good. So I'd hunted a slide late Thursday night and got him in, and now hunted Doc last night early. Didn't do no good, and I decided not to hunt him and hunt slide, but that's about it.
I see Ward got in early with the young dog that he's hunting.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations. Good luck the next round, and maybe we'll see you
All right,
tomorrow
I appreciate
You
it.
bet, absolutely. So that is our 7th cast winner that we have interviewed. So we're down to one more cast winner, and as soon as we get word, I do believe the cast is completed. But I'm not 100% for sure if we have a winner. There was a question on the card that does happen. Went to a panel, and they're making their ruling now. So we're going to go to just a real quick commercial break. We're going to come back and we'll interview that cast winner, and then we're going to go right into the draw for the late round. So we'll be right back.
Folks, if you're in the market for a storage building, garage, barn, or custom structure, there's only one name you need to know. Mountaineer Buildings, conveniently located right outside Chapmanville, West Virginia, with multiple locations across Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. They are the largest building company in the coalfields for a reason. They've got a huge inventory on lot, unbeatable deals, and waiting for you. Come see us at Mountaineer Buildings.
You're a great outside shooter, but all the talk this year has been you driving.
It's true. I'm going to be driving a Kia Telluride from Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville.
Right now, get a new Kia Telluride with up to $4,500 off the sticker.
So why Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville?
Because when others won't, Walters will.
Come shop us in Pikeville or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports, we're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service. No matter where your adventure takes you, ready to get started? Call us at 606-237-7311 or visit www.unitedmotorsportsbelfry.com or stop by today. Your next ride is waiting.
If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way
we're back here live with our final contestant, our final top 8. Colin Stubbs, congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about your hunt. We're going to go to the card and kind of see. I think you guys had a real hunt.
Yeah, no, it was a good hunt, good cast of guys, good cast of dogs. My dog treated a coon right out of the truck in front of us. A couple other dogs got treed in a little bit deeper. Didn't find their coons. And then fourth dog in the cast got treed in even deeper yet. He had a coon, didn't get it scored within the shine time. So circled him up, and that was pretty much the end of the hunt.
End of the hunt. So you're in the top 8. You got to be pretty stoked about that.
Yeah.
You know, I think when we get to this level, we know that the next round it's another hunt, but it's not. I mean, we're hunting to get into the final cast of the cup hunt, national cup hunt.
Yeah.
So, what would it mean if you get through this next round?
Oh, it's awesome. You know, I mean, it'd be the biggest win for this dog. He's just he's a gold champion. I've done a lot of winning around home with him and done some pretty good at the super stakes with him, you know, but this is by far his biggest win for his career. So he just turned 3 a week ago. So yeah, it'd be pretty awesome.
Well, congratulations. You are the final contestant that we've interviewed here. We're going to certainly go live right now for the draw. I know probably been following along, know some of these guys that have won or whatever. It's not an easy dog left here, but I do believe they're all out of all 8 of them. You have just as good a shot as anyone. I think anybody here knows that any of these 8 dogs that have made it this far have as good a shot. So congratulations, Colin.
Thank you.
I know you've hunted this line of dogs for many years. We talked before this hunt started or whatever. That's gotta feel special.
It does. You know, I've just stayed loyal to that line of dogs, and they've been good to me, and so yeah, it does feel good to do good with a dog that you owned the great granddad too, and
absolutely.
So yeah, extra special maybe.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, so that completes our final contestant or whatever, and we're going to bring Greg Maynard back up here in just a little bit as we are going to go live with the drawing of our 2 casts. So we have 8 winners that advance, and we have 1 multiple owner, the Chad Rogers and Paul Brayton entries are in or whatever. So we're just going to kind of stay live here, set the stage. We are in Shelburne, Indiana. It is a 2026. National Cup hunt, and I'm joined here with somebody I just got to know really good over this weekend or whatever from D&D Sports. Tell us a little bit what's on your mind.
Well, I mean, sitting here, it's the second hunt, we've been to, and really neat seeing all these hunters come in and really congregate, and seeing what the coon hunting world's about, And
now, you don't have a coon hunting background, is that correct? I think we were talking.
No.
So you kind of learning. So share a little bit of that kind of experience.
Absolutely not. The only hunting I ever done was deer hunting, and so coon hunting opened up in a whole nother world. I didn't realize. First of all, listen, hats off to the work you guys put in. I didn't realize, that, the types of dogs, how many different types. I didn't know coon boxes. I didn't know how much luxury went in some of these coon boxes, and it's really neat seeing all the sponsors pop
like
in.
The coon dog boxes.
The boxes. They're heated. They got lights in them.
Fans. We have fans.
Yeah, it's really neat. Yeah. You guys put a lot of money in this, a lot of time, effort, and look at Pro Sport, what Pro Sport's done. Somebody's going to leave with that big cup over there. Beautiful trophy, and they're going to win with $25,000 after this hunt. Coon hunting,
and which is not,
big business.
It's nothing to sneeze about, right? 25,000 and a trophy, and second place, 10,000. And so. We're getting ready to go back live tonight. We're going to draw these 2 casts. So these next 2 winners, the worst they're going to walk home with is 10,000.
Absolutely. That's the thing, that's what I like. Not only does the winner, leave, second and third place, if you place, you're going to leave us some money, and I've seen, some of these pro sports are truck hunts, and, just looking and learning, these guys, it's really neat. I mean, most people in the coon hunting world are good, honest men, you know, and it's really neat to see. We got 2 women here, you know, that's into it. I've never seen that, you know, and young women. You know, and that's how you grow the sport is get the youth involved.
Yeah, and we've seen quite a few young guys here, you know, that was hunting and competing and guiding or just being involved. And then also we have the older people that are here enjoying it as well.
Yeah, let me ask you this. You know, we know every hunt you go to, every destination has its own adversities. You know, up in Ohio, you know, it's different fields, different plantations. You know, down here you got tobacco, cotton. You know, does whatever plant. You know, of course here in Shelburne, Indiana, it's known for agriculture.
Yeah.
You know, but whatever they're planting. You know. Does that affect the dog's senses?
Well, I certainly think that some dogs naturally look better in areas than others.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, certainly they're bred to do what they're to do or whatever. But certainly dogs from this area would tend to have more of a, I guess you could say, a home field advantage because I'm not saying it's as much the senses that may affect them as it is just knowing the territory, knowing the hunt. You know, predominantly in this area here, you're going to have a lot of shorter, quicker runs, I guess you could say, where you get into areas where the coon are not quite as populated. And people know by the way the dogs are running the track that it's probably a coon that they've ran, the same coon that they've ran before. You know, just because of the way they travel. You know, so here you're not going to see that because certainly we have a lot more game and stuff like that, and we are more in the cropland, and so you can treat multiple different kind of coons if that makes sense. But certainly, it is a great point on how that works and what they're kind of feeding on certain times of the year. You know, certainly right now where it's not as much crop things. We're getting ready to come into mulberry season and stuff like that. So you treat a lot of coons and mulberries and different things like that. And then as you get into the fall time of the year, certainly it's crops and that kind of thing.
Well, that's kind of what I figured. I figured it has to affect the dogs because when you look at the hunters coming in, every one of their allergies, I mean, they're sniffling.
Oh, yeah.
Nose running.
And I can tell you, dogs have the same, they deal with allergies. Some dogs look better when the green is on. Some dogs look better when the green is off. You know what I mean? Every dog, and even, I think we could say the same thing about people. Every dog has different seasons. You find some dogs that this is just their time. This is their time of the year, and you take other ones that it's not. So it's finding that right season. And if you notice, a lot of these guys here, we heard it different. That I left so and so home this weekend, and I'm hunting. I know we heard talking Joel Murphy earlier, and he's hunting Jack and Coke, and he's got his crash dog, which is a world champion. One of the winningest dogs ever. You know what I mean? He doesn't even have him here this week. So when you think about that on that side of it, he knows hunt dogs to their strengths.
And that's one thing. As soon as Greg gets in here, I'm gonna step aside and let Greg come back and join. But one final question here before I get back behind the camera. Like the dogs from West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, more, mountain terrain, and down here, there's a lot more crops down here and stuff. Is the mountain terrain, are they better like during the fall and winter compared to, the ones that's used to, spring and summer? Are they more crop dogs or?
Well, I've seen it go both ways. Okay. Sometimes it's a misconception on that, where if they can treat a coon there, they can treat a coon anywhere, which is true most of the time. But I will tell you this, it's probably a little easier for a dog to come from there and look decent here as it is a dog from here to look decent there, because there you have to hunt a lot more, like a lot bigger to go find and get struck. Sometimes you may hunt for an hour and a half and not even get struck, okay? However, I've seen a lot of really good dogs when they come here, and you have this many coons that it can be hard to differentiate that out too. Because here you're running one coon, and it probably not going to cross another coon track. Here you can be running a coon and cross 3 or 4 other coon tracks. while you're
Yeah.
running that. And sometimes some dogs, they do what we call track jumping.
Yeah.
And they never can settle on one on that side of it. So I think it just kind of comes down to dogs in general.
Well, you talked about dogs, but let me talk about handlers here. Like with handlers in flatland like this, do you see an older group of handlers compared to like when you go to West Virginia? Is it more younger group of handlers?
A lot of guys like me. I'm
Yeah.
older. I'm 53. You're probably not going to catch me in West Virginia handling just because of the training
Yeah.
that's not being able to handle it. So I think they're ready to go live here. We want to get these casts drawn. Thanks a lot. We'll resume this conversation. Certainly enjoyed that. We're going to bring Greg up here, and we're going to get ready to draw these casts. So if you can get a shot out in the field, these guys are all okay. So I'll be right back. And what we will try to do for the guys that are out live, for the guys that are going out live, we'll try to do it right there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're going to get ready to draw these out. Like to congratulate everybody that advanced. Good luck to everybody late. We're going to draw our two dual owners here to start.
Electric Bon Jovi.
Jovi's going to be first.
Here we go. Cast 1 or cast 2 for Bon Jovi.
And I'm going to spin it. Here we go. The Jovi dog. Jovi's going to be a 1. So
that means
yeah. I can take the 2 off. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to remove
2. That way we ain't got to spin it.
Yep. There you go. So did you take the other dog and put it on 2?
He's already got it, right? All right. Who we spinning for? Jewel dog. Is this mine?
This the Jewel dog owned by Greg and
she's going to a 2.
Going to 2.
Toodaloo. Say it like that.
Toodaloos. Toodaloos.
Hudco High Roller, Michael Ward.
Hudco and High Roller. Toodaloo. We got to put up with Michael.
You got to put up with Michael.
Electric Slide. Mr. Presley.
It's electric. You're exactly right. Thank you. 1. That was a dual 2. Here we go. Who we got now?
Neosho River Conan.
Neosho River Conan, all the way from Iowa, boys. I'm glad to get a little support out that way. Thank you for coming. He's a 1. He's a 1. He's going to be singing all the way home. She's my little runaway.
Buckle Bunny Ava. Justin Perry.
Buckle Bunny Ava. 1 or a 2. How do you do?
We got. And it's going to be a 2.
Toodaloo. Is that our cast?
And Road Rash.
I pity that judge.
There we go.
Road Rash on the 1. All right, guys. There we go. We'll read these off real quick. We'll stay right here. Read it off. You already put them on there?
Set, go.
Again, we're going to call these casts out here directly, and they're going to leave, and we're going to be live. We should be, I think both these casts probably aren't going to go a half hour from here. So we should be live here in about 25 minutes, 30 minutes. We're going to be live in both these, both in the woods. Ready? Yep, we're ready.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go.
we'll be able to see it right on.
Yeah, I can see it there. Yeah.
You want to do it since I'm in? Why don't you do
Yeah.
it while I'm in? You know what I mean?
Okay, yep.
I'll be good.
Yep. Okay, we're going to draw these casts out. Okay. Cast 1. Okay, we're getting ready to draw these casts out, guys. Cast 1, we have Electric Bon Jovi, Mojo Electric Slide, Kenyon Presley, Neosha River Conan, handlers Colin Stubbs, and then Road Rash Casey Stallard. That's cast number 1. Looks like the judge is Ashton Hall. So that is cast number 1.
Pig. What's your name? Kobe Pig. Gonna be a guy. How old are you, Kobe? How old are you? 16-year-old, got it every round.
That's got it every round. He said Kobe Pig is
Kobe Pig.
okay. Absolutely. Well, Cody Pig is going to be the one that's actually guiding that cast. So let's go to cast number 2. We have Wipeout Speed Waxer, Billy Bell, Chad Rogers and Paul Braden, owners. No Gamble Jewel, Adam Campbell, owner. Greg Maynard, handler. Hutco High Roller, owner Brian Hudson, David Vanover, Michael Ward, handler, and Buckle Bunny Ava. Owner is Scott Engel and Randy Morgan, handler Justin Perriman. And the judge on that cast is Cody Sipe. Cody Sipe is judging cast number 2.
Casey Shorter, the guy.
Casey Shorter is the guide. Yes, we had a word with her earlier. 17 years old. So guided every round here. So we had a word with her earlier as well. So huge congratulations again. Greg, these casts are going probably, 30 minutes, 20 minutes? 15, 20 minutes. So kind of stick with us here. We are going to be live on both of these casts here in about 15 minutes. So we're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to come right back with you. I'm going to bring my co-host back in here, and we're going to get ready to go live for our semifinals, top 8, hunting to the top 2 at the 2026 Pro Sport National Cup Hunt. So we will see you guys back here in just a few minutes. We're going to go to our short commercial break and come back, and we're going to stay live for the duration of the next 2 hunts, or for the next 2 casts. So we'll be right back.
I'm going to build score first.
Huh?
Yeah. If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see
Okay, welcome back to our semifinal round of the 2026 National Pro Sport National Cup Hunt. So the casts have been drawn, as you guys seen earlier, and now they are headed to the woods. We got both of our guides said they're going 15, maybe 20 minutes max. So one cast has been gone for probably 10 minutes or so anyways. The other one just pulled out the driveway. So we're looking to be live on both these casts as they are. I'm here with, my name is Steve Burkholder, your host, alongside with my good friend, co-host, Philip King. Philip, it's been an exciting round. I was just doing some calculations, and I think we've out of the 8 casts, they've averaged about 4 coons per cast, which is pretty incredible. It's kind of what we expected the Shelburne, Indiana area to produce, correct?
Yeah, they've treated a lot of coons up here. I mean, they've treated some dens, but you know, we talked earlier, and the wind did come into play tonight, and they couldn't get some dogs scored, and that affected their coon scoring a little bit. Hopefully, it'll lay down in this late round, and we have a coon treeing contest.
Absolutely. If you're joining us live, we would encourage you guys to comment, ask questions. We want to be very interactive with you guys. So if you guys have questions, maybe you're kind of new to what we do and want to ask some questions, Philip, I'm going to have you kind of watch the monitor off the side. I know there's a couple people that asked questions. David Jones, it's covered up a little bit on my screen here. He asked there, how do they know where to hunt? Is it a certain area they know? Is it a lot of coons there? So coming into a hunt like this is a great question, David. Coming into a hunt like this, we have usually the person that either runs the club, they have a group of guys that they get together before the hunt. In this situation, we talked about it earlier, Mike Gilbert, he's from the Shelburne Club here, Willie and a bunch of other guys work in coordination with each other, and they put together a group of guys to guide. So certainly we have 2, I think, teenagers guiding tonight.
We do.
Philip, what give me their names again. Who's guiding the
Cody Pig and Casey Shorter.
Yeah, so both of them in their teens. We had Casey up here earlier. She hunts. She's an avid hunter, but she also plays softball. Her dream is to play college softball at Florida at some point. Certainly we are in a good area. So yes, thanks a lot, David, for asking that question. But if you're going to be tuning with us live the next hour and a half or whatever, if you have a question, a comment, feel free to do so, and we will try to address them as we get to them. Kind of to set the stage for you, if you kind of knew, how does the scoring, we get asked often, how does the scoring situation work? What we have left is we have 2 4-dog casts. So these guys go out, and where they're going to go, the guide is going to tell them where they want to hunt. They cut the dogs loose, what we call cut them loose, and they release them. This is wild. This is nothing, no drags laid. This is a wild raccoon hunt.
Definitely not staged.
It's definitely not staged. Exactly. So the first dog to open in the allotted time span is struck for 100. Second is 75. Third is 50. Fourth strike is 25. The first dog that trees gets scored at 125. Second tree is 75. Third tree is 50. Fourth tree is 25. If they split, in other words, what does a split tree mean? One dog trees a tree here, and another dog trees a tree maybe 200, 300 yards the opposite direction, whatever it may be. That dog is going to be awarded the 125. The strike points stay the same, but the tree points would move up. And then it's a timed event. It's a 90-minute cast. And you'll see a lot of that. We're going to try to be live on both of these casts and certainly in the scoring situations. We have cast number 1. We have Mike McCoy is going to be filming out there. We have Ashton Hall, who's judging, very capable judge there. We have Casey Shorter is the guide. We have Electric Bon Jovi, Electric Slide, Neosha River Conan, and Rodeo Rash. So that's cast 1. Philip, why don't you tell us about cast 2?
All right, cast 2, Charlie Young will be doing the filming, Cody Sop judging, and Cody Pig will be your guide. We have Billy Bell hunting Speed Waxer, Greg Maynard with No Gamble Jewel, Hudco High Roller with Michael Ward, and Buckle Bunny Ava with Justin Perryman. Steve, I pulled a few statistics here, but we started this night with 7 rodeo pups. We are down to 3. We've got a speed shifter pup, a wipeout hunter pup, $1,000 Creed pup, and the Neosha River Ralph, and The last sire is a dog called the Woo.
Wow. So that's just a true testament. It's a good point to bring up, Philip. That's a true testament to rodeo. I mean, he was very rare. Does this happen? There's a lot of dogs that win world hunts, but for a world champion to reproduce the way rodeo has, we have 2 dogs right now.
Willie,
Willie dog that J.R. Gray and them own. Won the World Hunt, has produced many really good ones, and rodeo has as well. And to have 7 in the top 32 is incredible. The job that they're doing or whatever, and still 3 of them left going into this round. I know that the other thing that's special, we have a couple multiple owners. I know Chad Rogers and Paul.
Speed Waxer and Bon Jovi.
Yeah, and we've heard it all weekend. They don't get any hotter than Bon Jovi right now.
No, she put on a clinic in that early round Thursday.
Yeah,
I mean, she scored 600, and it was not close.
Absolutely. So, but again, these guys are going to let us know when they get close to whenever when we go live or whatever. So, just exciting to be on there. Darryl McCoy asked, "What is the most popular types of dogs, and which are the best to hunt coons with?" Great question, Darryl. Walkers pretty much dominate the sport, to be honest. If you get an off-color dog, there's 6 breeds, predominantly 6 breeds. There's also cross breeds, X breeds, and so forth. But on the purebred side, you'd have Walkers, Black and Tans,
Blue Ticks,
Red Bones, English, Plots, and what Black and Tan? Did I say Black and Tan?
We've now got the American Leopard Hound.
Yeah, got the American Leopard Hound X breed. But I will say this: Walkers have dominated the hunts and hunting in general. There's probably 2 to 3 times more of that than all the rest of the breeds put together on that side of it. So it's just it is. They've done a phenomenal job there. I don't see any breed ever replacing that, Philip. Do you?
I don't either. As far as the best to hunt coons with, I'm not necessarily going to say there's a best breed. I think it's going to be whatever you enjoy hunting.
Right. So I just got a text, and I believe it's Ashton, and he said that they're going to be cutting loose shortly. So they just arrived at the woods. So I look for us to get some live camera shots of that very, very quickly. So maybe we'll try to go to our camera guys and see if there's anything happening in the filming. Doesn't look like we have a film. It doesn't look like we have it pulled up yet. So certainly we will go live as soon as we can get that or whatever. So Ashton Hall is in cast 1. So that's Mike McAvoy is going to be doing the filming there. So we look to be live there shortly if they've arrived at the woods.
You got a pick for this first cast?
Man, I tell you what, it's I don't, honestly, Bon Jovi, how are you going to pick against her?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Looks like we've got some footage from cast 1.
Back at the tailgate or something. There. He just went off.
Okay, well, we may have a little bit. We'll see once. And again, some of these areas are certainly, hopefully we have good cell service. We do know that this area sometimes you can have good cell service, sometimes you don't. So looks like they may have a little bit of certainly coverage issues there. So we'll see once if we can't go back live on that cast as it brings it live. We do know that we try to get them in the best hunting possible. So certainly we will take and go live as soon as we can.
I feel like Mike, he trusts these kids. They treat coons every round, and he sent them back with the top 8. So he expects them to put them in coons.
The only way that we wouldn't be live in either one of these casts certainly is if we didn't have signal.
Yes. You have any ideas on cast 2?
That. Why don't we pull that up and we'll take a look at.
Do you need the one more? My gun put on.
Again, this is the cast that we have Bon Jovi, Slide, Conan, and Rash.
He's young and a little thick up. About ready to go.
Ready to go. I'm going to be.
Again, that was Mike McAvoy who's doing the live. He hunted early, and he's doing double duty tonight, and he's certainly filming this late. Mike, if you guys are walking up through there, what's the signal look like on your phone at this point?
Do you hear me?
Yep, we got you. Looks like dogs have been cast. Shut that door.
Signal's going to be a little spotty. It's coming and going.
Okay, so what it looks like is dogs have been cast, and we don't have anybody out there, Philip, that's on that cast that would text back.
Just Ashton, you got his number.
I do, but I don't want to with him judging. So we can certainly hear dogs opening in the background. We always try to stay a little bit more on the quiet side here now because with us filming and them wanting to get struck.
Mike just let me know he only has 1 bar of signal.
Okay. Can you guys turn this up?
Yeah, we can't hear it.
We can't hear. So we
want to hear the dog. We can
hear the call from the judge.
Keep going, Mitchell.
He said this dog.
Perfect.
Something struck. I just don't know what all it is. Mike, can you let us know how the calls are going?
Again, we are live here with one of the final two casts, the 2026 National Cup, and just kind of waiting to hear word back from the field on what's been struck where. Looks like we're going to have spotty service on this one here.
And the dogs are working fairly close. They're struck right on them.
Again, on cast one, we have Bond, Slide, Conan, and Rash.
Are you any of y'all sitting at the truck or y'all walking? You can, if you want to, you can pull up D&D Sports Outdoors on Facebook. You got Facebook?
Yeah.
And
Just
you can watch what's going on.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, what's your name?
Justin.
Justin.
Okay.
I think I've hunted with you before or videoed you probably.
Like we're going to be able to go live on cast two more so than cast one, and we're going to do that. Okay. Let's spotlight cast two and go off of cast one. Cast one, we're not getting enough signal, and we'll try to get a report from the field on how they're struck in as we can. Again, cast two, we have Charlie Young. Charlie Young is the judge here, or the film guy. Cody Sipe is the judge. And we have Speed Waxer, No Gamble, Jewel, Roller, and Buckle Bunny, Ava. You can see Randy Morgan there. Has been in the sport for a long time. Again, we'll try to get an update on cast one as they have already started the hunt, and we'll try to go live with you guys. We may pull in Mitch here. He's kind of under the weather this weekend, but we'll try to pull him in to help us as well on updating you guys on the score. So again, this is cast two.
Charlie, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you all.
Give us a little breakdown. Show us the dogs and let us know what you're hunting in.
We're hunting around some fields and around a big lake reservoir. We hunted here last night. There's a lot of coons here. It's a nice place. They got corn here already a foot tall.
Does your service look to be pretty good, Charlie, so far?
I've got one bar. I hunted here last night, and I think I just mainly kept one bar, but when you get down on that lake reservoir, if the dogs get down there, I'm probably going to lose service.
Okay, well, we'll stay with you or whatever. If you happen to lose service a little bit or whatever, just try to send us updates.
Okay.
Text updates on strikes and trees and scores.
Sounds good.
We're going to stay with you for a bit, Charlie, because Mike doesn't have any service.
All righty.
Let's go to cast one real quick while they're walking up here to cut loose.
I think we're scoring the first tree.
Mike, can you hear us? Mike, can you hear us? Certainly they are.
Tell him he's going to turn his phone up.
We are scoring a tree here. We are not sure what dog is treed here, or what they struck in. We're kind of waiting to hear from Mike. Mike, if you hear us, can you give us an update of who's struck in for what and what would be struck here or treed here?
Logo's over mad. Logo's over mad. Shut up the road.
Let's go to cast. Let's go to cast 2 real quick. Looks like we're getting ready to release.
Charlie, we're back with you.
We're getting ready to cut loose. So I'm going to be quiet so they can get their dog stuff and stuff here.
We'll be quiet on our end here as well. We'll just kind of stay live here and
Y'all ready? Everybody ready? Yep. Yeah. $25, $50.
Did you catch that?
We got him now. We can keep calling him out.
Look, there's 3 dogs struck off the chain, but I don't know what order.
again, we have Cody Sight judging here. Sometimes as a judge, this can be a tough spot.
Absolutely.
Charlie, when you can give us an update, what struck in for what here? Charlie, if you can hear us. Charlie, if you can hear us, could you give us an update on what struck first, second, third? Let's go to cast one.
Or Fuel tree.
Okay, Stay live on cast 2. Let's go back to cast 2.
Right there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, right here, real close.
I got you. More to the right.
Right there. The faint. She's faint. She ain't hurt. She's 400 yards. Here, Cody.
Yep, I got you.
You're in.
On the other side.
She's on the
So
back.
what
She's
we
like
have-
right in the middle of the woods, like straight ahead and to the right in the woods.
Is that her there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm ready.
All we know is you had to record.
From our understanding,
It has
yes.
been traded for 125.
Charlie, can you hear us? I'd say Charlie's turned the volume down from us. Maybe send Charlie a text and just have him give us an update on the scores. Let's go to cast 1. We know that Jewel's been struck for a quarter treat for 125. Let's go to cast. It looks like they have better signal. Mike, can you hear us?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah. Can you give us an update on the scores? We have nothing struck, nothing treed on our end because of the signal issues, and give us an update of who's where.
Okay, we had the Sly Dog. I'm not for sure what he struck in for, but he was treed and circled.
Okay.
And then the Joby Dog is this Joby here?
Conan.
Conan's treed here, and he struck in for 50, and he struck in for 75. He was minus, and they do have a question. And then he restruck for 50. And they just found his coon. I'm going to go out here and try to see it.
What was the question on, Mike, for our viewers?
He minus the for Babel.
Do you know what was struck for 100?
Yeah. Can I look at that?
Yeah.
Who was
Mojo.
struck for 100?
Is that you, Jason?
Bon Jovi.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see that.
I
But
can't. Bon Jovi was struck for 100, and that's what she's holding now.
Yep.
Okay,
And then Conan was struck for 75 minus restruck for 50 and 125 and has a coon.
Okay.
Electric
Slide was
Slide
for what?
was struck for 50, but then he moved up. So he's got 75 and 125, and he was circled. We haven't heard anything from Road Rash.
Okay.
Get him ready.
So with the scores the way they now sit, by this, Conan has 175 plus, 75 minus, holding it. Slide has 200 circle, and Jovi's carrying 100 strike, and Rash is not struck.
Okay. Let's go back to cast 2 as we know that we have a dog that we're going to be scoring here. So let's go back to cast 2.
That's me up there, baby.
Huh? Everybody look real quick. Huh? Hey, no,
Me up here.
yeah.
It's all wax. You get it.
Listen. Can you hear me straight behind wax? Every breath. Listen.
Didn't you have Greg here or here?
No, I'm not here. I'm not here.
That's me.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Right over here.
That's where I have. Listen. Got me?
That's me chewing. Okay. That one's right there, Jewel.
That's Jewel.
That's where I had it.
100%.
Charlie, can you hear us yet?
Charlie Young, can you hear us? Somebody text Charlie and let him know to come live to us when he can. Again, we do the best that we can in this situation. They do have volume turned down there because this is a lot at stake here. Listen, guys, we want to try to get you as much live footage as we can so our camera guys do have the volume turned down out in the field. So sometimes they can't hear us coming live to them. And the reason for it is people are listening for their dogs a lot on the line here. The cast winner of either one of these casts, the worst that they're going to do for the weekend is 10,000. So there's a lot at stake. So bear with us. We will try to get you as much live footage as we can. We'll go back out to cast 2, see if we can get an update from Charlie. Certainly, we don't know what happened at Jewel. My gut tells me they never made it to Jewel's tree unless they're walking to Jewel right now.
Yeah, there was some question about whose dog was where. And
We're arriving at Jewel's tree.
But they are getting to Jewel's tree then.
Yeah.
Charlie, give us an update. Charlie, give us an update on
here, Wax tree. Yeah, Whack was treated here, so Whack moves up to 125. We're still going to Jewel. Jewel's right here.
Charlie, give us an update on who struck for first, second, and third when you get a chance.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, Cody, can we shine in?
Dad, we're going to show this one first.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Again, we have Cody, the judge here. Charlie Young is the film guy. Does a fantastic job every time he goes.
The big leading tree. I think it has a hole in the bottom of it, too.
Jewel is struck for a quarter, right, Charlie?
Yes, Jewel is struck for a quarter. The other 3 dogs were struck right off the lead.
And you don't know what order they were struck in, do you?
No, they were struck as soon as they got loose. It was one right after.
Looks like we have probably lost coverage on cast 1. Okay, so we're gonna try to get coverage back. We know that Jewel was struck for a quarter, treed for 125. They're scoring her tree now. We know the Waxer dog has been moved up to 125.
They're treed right close together.
Treed right close together. So, and Jewel's tree, it sounded like it had a hole in the bottom of it, went up, maybe went across the creek as well. So,
If they're filming the hole.
Yeah, they're shining up and holding the tree right now.
again, we will get you an update on first, second, and third strike in this whenever we get a chance. The Waxer dog is the one that's treed off to the right of you, Charlie. Is that correct?
Yes, the whack is tree here to the left, and the dog that Ward is handling is treed there with him. I'm not sure if he was treed in or not.
Okay.
So we know Rowan back to shit.
And they would appear to be the
I think they see the coon in the den with the phone.
They see a coon in the den with the phone, from our understanding.
I'm not for sure. No, they didn't get up in the hole, didn't they? Who's that? That's the dog stored back there by the city. Oh. It was good.
They put the Jewel coon on there.
Watch them up. They got the. Yeah, see it? Yeah, they got the. Here, let me show it in the camera here. They got the coon and the den on it. Right there. There's his tail. See it? It looks like his whole butt sitting there. Yep. He's trailing off. Plus Jewel up. 150 plus. Walk that way. Hey,
No, going back to court.
they're walking.
Walk Jewel
Jewel
a
a
minute.
minute and recutting.
Okay. And then we will get the strike straightened out just as soon as we can here. But we know
As soon as we get a chance, I'll get the scorecard from Cody. And
give us an update. Yeah, we'll stay with you, Charlie, until you can give us an update on the score.
Where was everybody struck in at? Hang on. 100. Ava was for 100. White struck for 75. Roller for 50. Jewel for 25. Thank you, Jensen. It's a big man. I hate to.
Perfect.
He's our bodyguard out here tonight.
And right now, Wax the only other dog declared treed.
Yes. Was you treed, Ward? Was you here? Ward was not treed in here.
Okay. Let's hop to cast one real quick while they're walking this minute, and then we'll come back to that. Mike, if you can hear us, I know you guys are walking. Maybe give us a little update.
Are you guys with me?
Yes, give us a real quick update, Mike, if you can. Can you hear us, Mike?
Mitchell did let me know there's some hills and hollers in this place, and he would be in and out.
Let's go back to Let's go back to Cass 2, as they're going to be going back in the scoring situation. Charlie, we're back live too.
What's the score of that other cast there, Steve? There's a hole in the bottom of this one here too.
Was both dogs handled there?
Hey, just now looking at this one, looks like another big tree. This is the white dog right here. Good looking dog.
Was that the only one at that tree, Charlie?
What is it?
Was that the only one handled at that tree?
No, what's that dog's name?
Roller.
Oh, what is it? Roller. Roller was handled here too, but he wasn't treated in.
No, dogs.
Yeah.
They haven't come yet. Hey, Steve, what was the score of that other cast?
We don't have an accurate update. There was the last update that we got was Conan was leading it, but there's a lot that's happened since then. We don't have signal.
Oh, okay. Conan was leading it. The Ward was curious.
Yeah.
He said he had another dog in that other cast.
Yes. But we haven't got an update from there in quite a while.
It's a big old tree here. He was minus on your shot, right?
Just means he's in a tuna.
Oh, okay.
The lead if he don't.
Yeah, because you wasn't pretty in. Dog's loud. Dog's loud. Yes. Yeah, Katie, how to get here. Get Austin in here.
Again, what they're doing is they're filming the tree underneath.
Whack has broke his lead strap or broke the tree he was on. Just on top of Gentry's head.
Wish the hole was bigger. It don't need much room to put the spot.
Well, that limit's so big.
I know, and that's a small spot. Like, you can hardly get nothing. No.
Oh, whack break the tree over here.
Ain't seen nothing with the phone. Back up and see if I see.
You can see the tree pretty good. There's a lot.
Yeah, that fucking gets way up there.
Where's Green? Is right here? You got some from I did? Yeah. Oh, okay. Get a good video. Oh, yeah.
There's a den, but instead of trying to stay outside.
It's always a gamble you take the summertime hunting.
Oh yeah.
In there. She just over here on the edge. Yeah, well, let's see. Where there, she's going around that edge.
You get the ball across that. He's going that.
Now she's on the road.
That's at reservoir.
I got a picture of helping a fellow cast member in the truck.
What
Yep,
they're
there you
talking
go.
about right here is after they score this dog, probably what direction they're going to hunt. We know they're by the reservoir. They know there's water, so I'm sure they're going to try to walk them kind of in the right direction.
He said, I believe she was going around the dirt road around the reservoir.
Oh, you don't want them over there, Jitman. That's where you don't want to be.
Getting in for Charlie have hunted here before last night, knowing where you don't want to be at.
That tree that you just scored in our bean, I made the third tree that we scored a king in our bean in here in 2 minutes. They two looked out a hole at me out of the last night. Well, what's up there? Bobby in the last night.
Asked one, we'd love to go live there and get you an update, but they are having
We scored the one we scored it on that tree. Two. We could put 3 on 3. Because let's see, he had one with Eb had one. Ward
You
had
can
one.
hear Charlie talking
Greg had
to
another one.
right there. They're just kind of discussing
And he
the
had, I went
train.
through and by himself. That's what Hunt was over. I seen 6 coons sitting up. He had another coon. And I seen a coon right walking down the edge of the field.
Charlie, do we know where the other two are? Are they large? Or do we know where
They're down towards the reservoir. The goal is to try to keep them right-handed in here.
Back this way. No. This way. This way.
I want to kind of go right-handed.
Was that tree circled, Charlie?
Yes, this tree was circled. Let's see. Whack take all circle on it. I think. And roller, I think his strike points are deleted. Ain't that right, Greg? Roller strike points are deleted, correct? Roller. So they wasn't seen. It ain't circled, is it? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, roller strikes is deleted.
not going to walk wax and over the minute and recast?
Right.
Yep. Well, we got to walk the minute and stop and listen for 6. Let's see if we can hear
Jewel
it.
is not struck. Yeah, Jewel is not struck back in, correct?
No, sir.
So we have Kurt mentioned something about the miracle work. Cell phones are illegal actually in pro sport. Cell phones are legal. You can use a cell phone to score a tree. PK Keeling, I'm late. Who's in this thing? We have Speed Waxer, No Gamble Jewel, High Roller, and Buckle Bunny is the cast that we're live with. And No Gamble Jewel, Greg Maynard, and Adam Campbell are leading that cast. A lot of time left to go in that hunt. And let's go live to cast 2. Well, we don't, I think we lost cast 1, did we not? Yeah, so this is cast 2. We lost cast 1. The latest update we had on that cast, which is Electric Bon Jovi, Electric Slide, both rodeo offspring, Neosha River Conan, and Road Rash. The last update we got there was Conan was leading that cast. That's been several minutes ago with a score of 100 plus with a question pending. So it kind of gives you an idea, guys, on where we're at on that side. So looks like cast 2 is we're struggling a little bit there as well on the signal. We knew that going into this. This area being right on the Illinois border and that kind of thing, hunting in this low ground and some of these low grounds, it can be a little tough to get signal on that side of it. So right now what we have is we have Jewel leading the cast at 150 plus. Waxer was circled. The roller dog was deleted, and Ava is struck for 100. They was walking the minute, and they was going to put the time on. So let's go out and cast 2 and see if dogs have been released or if they're waiting on a dog to open. Again, it looks like we have a frozen screen. So we will certainly get you updated as quick as we can on that side. If it's still a lot of time left to go in the hunt, from our calculation, I'm not sure. I didn't keep track of when they cut loose or whatever. We'll try to get that live or whatever. But I'm going to say, I know that I got a text of when they was pulling up to the woods. Let me get to that. At 1:49, I got a text from Ashton. They was pulling up to the woods and they cut loose shortly. So I'm going to say that cast is certainly over halfway done. And we certainly have not got an update on that. We'll try to text Mike or Ashton and see if we can't get that update on that. As you can see, we've lost signal with both casts is what I believe or whatever. So we will try to keep you guys informed as we can. Philip, halfway through the hunt, anybody's game at this point because of the way the strikes have pulled out and stuff. A dog struck for a quarter, tree for 100, quarter can still win this thing.
She's going to have to tree too, so they get in here and within hearing range of Ava. Her holding that 100, she's very dangerous right now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We had this conversation yesterday.
Yep, and I know that with Jewel being a quarter and 100 and a quarter, and Speedwaxer having a circle now, if he trees a coon, he can still win on the tiebreaker. So it's anybody's game. You know what I mean? I can guarantee you the biggest thing for them is they want to get him off the lead because if Jewel's not struck, okay, and is not competing for, on that strike, certainly I guarantee you Billy Bell and Michael Ward both are thinking to themselves, we need to get our stuff off the lead because hunt time is winding down.
You've got to like Justin's thought behind this too. I just need to walk into here in mind.
Oh, 100%. 100%. With him, especially being down around the water and so forth, that's going to definitely play a major role in it as well.
If they have to walk a long distance to her and it puts them out of hearing of the others.
Yeah.
She'll 100%. Be dangerous.
100%. Again, we're going to take a short commercial break, 1 or 2 minutes here. We will come back live with you. Hopefully we get some live coverage for you guys and give you guys an update. We're going to try to make some connections. So we're going to take a short commercial break.
If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-6
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports, we're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service. No matter where your adventure takes you, ready to get started? Call us at 606-237-7311 or visit www.unitedmotorsportsbelfry.com or stop by today. Your next ride is waiting.
Okay, we are back live here with you guys, with everyone. So certainly excited to be here. We did think we had some live coverage from Cast One. We're going to try to go out there if we can, and certainly get an update on that cast. Again, Cast One is we have Cast One with a Bon Jovi, Electric Slide, Conan, and Rash. The last update we got there is Conan was leading that cast, and we're certainly waiting to hear if we get a update on this cast.
Cast One's trying to connect, but it's not. Willie Harrison and Mike Gilbert just did inform me that we're going to be hunting 3 miles down the road tomorrow night on this final cast, and they said we should have service all night.
Awesome. Philip, let me ask this. In this case, you know, you're hunting 2 rounds tonight to get to tomorrow night's round. Preparing for this style of hunt, you know what I mean? It's an endurance race too. You know, some of these guys hunted Thursday night, got beat, hunted Friday night before they finally got in. Now they're hunting 2 rounds tonight. You know, come tomorrow night. Mike and Willie, thank you guys so much. They're leaving the guys that are doing an incredible job on this club. Yes, we're going to bring that up. Let's bring that up and set that right in the front here so we can see here what they're hunting for. Oh my goodness, we had Andy come out there and show us this right here is the trophy that they're hunting for. Isn't that somebody's going to be putting this on their mantle on a shelf for them? Certainly. When they do that, Andy, we'll see you. Thank you so much. Certainly,
proud of.
100%. 100% certainly is for sure.
You know, back to what we were talking about. You know, these you hunt around, you come in, you redraw, you hunt around. So pleasure hunting during the week. I mean, if you can afford, you know, if you're able, you come in, you hunt your dog early, come in, put him in a box for an hour or 2, let him stiffen up, and then take him back. Did you ever do that to get yours used to the lake?
Oh yeah, 100%, absolutely. We're gonna try to go back and get an update from Cast One. If you can hear from Mike. Mike, if you hear us and you got a chance, give us an update if you can on the scores.
All right, hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. Do you hear me?
Mike, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Do you hear me?
Phone turned up on where we would hear him.
Do you hear me? Hello.
Mike, can you hear us?
Do you hear me?
I can, Mike. Give us an update real quick while we have signal.
You have 2 minutes. They're listening.
We'll just stay live here and we're going to stay quiet.
Slide had a coon, and road rash had a coon. Now we're going to Conan that is treed.
Were they both struck for a quarter?
Yes. I think all of them was struck for a quarter. Casey struck for a quarter. I know, and then the other two struck back in for a quarter.
So right now, Slide's treat a coon, Road Rash has treat a coon, Conan has scored a coon, and he's treat for the second time. You're going back to score him.
Correct. Bon
Jovi has
left the country. He said she's about a mile from us, the opposite direction. So he's hoping we get within hearing of her.
and he is still carrying 100 strike.
Yes.
How far are you guys from Conan, you believe?
Probably 500-600 yards.
Okay.
And we're going to be going through creeks and hills and everything else.
That's right. So right now, we have Electric Slide basically leading the cast because of the circle tree he made earlier.
Yes. Well, he would be leading the cast because Conan took the minus.
Which there's a question. And that was a judgment call. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. We just wanted to clarify that. Certainly, we'll come back to you.
I have really bad signal, so if I'm not there, I will get back to you as soon as
Mike,
I can.
can you give us a rough idea how much time's left in the hunt? Did you punch your clock?
No, I did not, and I really don't know how much because they are quite a ways ahead of me. As soon as I find out, I'll let you know.
Yeah, as soon as you find out, let us know.
Alrighty. Hey, we're going to go down a pretty steep hill into some creeks, so I'm going to put my phone up and I'll bring it back up when I get on the other side.
I didn't.
Mine's getting too old for this.
Yes, I am. You can hear me.
Mike, are you okay?
We can't see, but we can hear. Okay, we're kind of chuckling alongside of you.
Yeah, I'm about ready to fall myself. These young and they're not trying to for $5,000, you know, but I'm just not as fast as I want. So
We're gonna start calling you Jeff Jones Jr. You can only get there fast if your dog's the one that's treed. Old Mitch over here is shaking his head. Yeah, he says Philip's the same way. Looks like we are going to get back into some spotty signal, and we will certainly come back. Like we've let to our producers go, we've lost signal completely with Cast 2. Is that correct? According to my calculation, what I had, I got a text from Ashton Hall at 1:49 that they was pulling up to the woods and they was going to cut loose shortly. So my guesstimation is they cut loose somewhere around 155 would be what I would suggest. I'm not no way, shape, or form is that official. So I'm going to say in Cast 2, the one that Ashton Hall is on, that's judging, and Mike McCoy, I'm going to say they have roughly about 25 minutes left to hunt. Is what I'm going to say roughly is what they have. And the Conan dog is treed for a lead change.
So Slide's winning the cast with 150 plus. with 200 circle. Conan had 170. He had 75 strike, and it was minus to the question. He is carrying 175 plus with that 75 minus for 100 with 150 pending. Road Rash has 150 plus and is
100%.
not struck.
It is not struck. And to give you an idea on the question, we don't know the question. Well, we know the question. The dog was struck for 75, regardless if the judge deemed that the dog maybe was struck on a babble or maybe struck the wrong dog. We don't really know on the question. He did question it. It is a judgment call. For those that are in the hunts, on a judgment call. This is a non-hunting judge, from my understanding tonight. Philip, we have a non-hunting judge. So from the past, and I'm not saying in this situation it doesn't. If I'm a handler, I'm going to question it. Why wouldn't you, right? But from a judge standpoint, it is strictly going to end up being a judgment call.
Unless are their rules worded like PKC's, where the judge is a voting member?
I don't believe so, but I will get it. I don't believe so. I don't believe that it's a voting member.
Now,
it says Jamie Shore said you should be able to get a text message through to Cast 2. This would maybe be someone, because I believe that Casey Shorter is guiding that cast. We will try to find a phone number. Maybe we can text.
Mitchell's texting for us.
Okay, Mitchell is texting to that. Good old Jones, Aaron, to remember the Spur dog, Steve. Oh, yeah. I hunted with Spur a lot, Kurt. That brings back a lot of memories from many, many years ago. So we will try to get a text to that cast to see if we can't get an update via a text messaging.
Something, if they walking a long way back to Conan, if he does not produce a coon here, they could very well walk back into hearing Jovi.
Oh, yeah.
And she's
Behind Jovi is not out of it.
She had this same luck at the World Hunt, the Final Four. She blew out of pocket and they never heard her again.
Yeah. And she was in the Final Four of what World Hunt?
PKC
World Hunt. Okay. They say that, pardon me?
You want this update?
Yeah, absolutely. Mitch.
Everything's been struck back in with Jewel. Ava was modest on her strike.
Okay.
Struck back in for a quarter. Wax is retrieved for 100 and a quarter. And Ava's treated for 100 and a quarter.
Do we know what Wax and the rest of them are struck for?
Everything's struck for a quarter. Oh, no, they wouldn't be.
No, they wouldn't be.
Just find out a text and just find out what everything is struck in for. So we are getting an update on Cast 2. The one that Cody Sipe is judging. Charlie Young is filming. Certainly we're just having difficulty on it. But from my understanding, probably what I would assume has happened, they walked back, they applied the 6 to Ava. She got pumped 100. The dogs got struck back in. Ava got struck for a quarter, treat for 100 and a quarter. The Waxer dog got struck for a quarter, treat for 100 and a quarter. And Jewel has not been heard from our understanding. And the roller dog is nothing on the card. Okay, so that's what we know at this point. Now, Buckle Bunny is struck for quarter, treat for 100 quarter, but these trees are pending from our understanding.
We don't know the strike positions on anything but Ava.
And if you would, Mitch, give us, maybe try to get us an update on maybe how much time's left to go in the hunt as well. And we apologize. It's coverage, but we really, at this particular spot, we're trying to do the very best that we can to give these dogs the very best territory that they can hunt in to give them the best shot to win. And what do we mean by that? When you get into an area that has multiple game to tree, it makes a big difference. When you score on one coon, yes, the good dogs are usually going to win that cast, but where they're hunting at tonight, as you can see, there's several trees being scored and made. Coons are being treed. So certainly that's what we was looking for on that side.
I don't know which spot it was. I don't know where they were hunting the other night, but I believe that one cast treed 7 coons in a 400-yard stretch.
Yeah. We had it the other night. We had been an excellent hunting. We'll go back to Mike and maybe get an update from Mike if he can hear us.
Yes, do you hear me?
I got
Do
you,
you
Mike.
hear me? All right. We're
Yes, we got
getting
you.
closer to Canaan, and road rash is struck behind us.
Right now, Conan is the only dog that is treed, correct?
Yes, to my knowledge.
Yeah. Bon Jovi has not been heard from yet. Are you guys walking kind of back into her area, Mike? Do you know or no?
Yes, I believe so, but I don't know if we're gonna walk far enough because she's across the road that we parked on. And we're way back in here, so.
He
I
doesn't
was
have
talking to him earlier, and he said he didn't think he'd ever get close enough to hear.
That's the breaks. I was talking to Brandon earlier. Certainly, he was hunting the Timbo dog. His was treed well before the hunt was out, and certainly couldn't hear him. You know,
that wind's played.
the wind is definitely, it's not super strong. It's just strong enough to carry that.
And if you're walking into it the wrong direction, it can kill you.
They are at the tree. We're back here in the field because this is probably the best place to see it.
Mike, if you get a second, get up close to Ashton and just see if he can tell you how much time's left to go on the hunt.
All righty. Hey, Ashley, how much time do we have in the hunt?
28, 12.
28-12. Can I see the card real quick? I'm gonna step out in the field, Steve, and read this.
Check I'm right.
He's gonna make sure it's right, and then I'm gonna step out in the field and read it to you guys. All righty. Oh.
Actually, let me.
Yep.
I'm always here.
Do what? Are you still, you guys?
We're here.
Yeah, give us, yeah.
Okay. He picks the card, and I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna step out here. I'm not in their way. Okay. So, Bon Jovi. 50 with a question mark, 125. And Conan is got 75 minus, 125 plus, 50 plus minus, and 25. Road rash is struck and treat again with 25 and 125. Did you copy that?
And he has already spent, yeah, and he already has been struck and treed once before for 25 and 125. That was plus, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So you say slide was at large?
Okay.
I got the
okay. This one here, I got 25 plus here and nothing here.
125 plus. That's just where I put it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Slide has 200 circle and 150 plus
Okay.
with the questions on
Okay,
the strap.
got it. Yep.
That's what he's got.
Oh, Slide has a
I
question.
screwed that up
Yeah.
about 3 different times writing it down, but I had it right in my head.
Yeah.
Because remember, he was struck 50, then got moved around. Yep.
And we're gonna have to head back where we just come from, and I don't have service back where Road Rash was at. So I'll probably be offline for a minute. And when we score it,
Was
then I'll come back.
Conan circled?
Well, they haven't decided yet.
Okay, perfect.
They haven't found the coon as of yet. They're trying to listen for Bon Jovi.
No, I mean, you hear it.
Did you get her treed? Okay, Bon Jovi's treed for 125.
I told you.
That was a big. That
And
was
that
big.
will be
And
by the
she
time
was
we
treated.
walk back to Road Rash. And
Yep.
then to her, the hunt will be pretty well gone.
They're still shining Conan's trees, depending on what
Yeah.
he's got, whether it makes a difference.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
An electric slide has not been heard from, Mike, has not been struck back in.
No. You haven't heard electric slide, have you? He's opening, but I ain't. Yeah, he said he is struck, but he isn't treed. Running airplanes.
Okay.
Can you put that on there? He says he's running airplanes again, boys.
He told me that earlier.
Wait for it to crash. He was
Told me that
smiling
earlier.
when he said it, so.
Well, what
You
a
gotta
tight
have
cat.
you gotta have a sense of humor in this deal, because
Is this tree that Conan is on, Mike? Does it appear if it's not, if they can't find it, it'll be a circle tree?
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll be a circle tree.
Okay. Well, this hunt is winding down. I mean, I think that they end up, according to our calculations, somewhere around 24 minutes. The other cast has got somewhere around, just to give you an update on cast 2, we have roughly about 34 minutes left to go in that cast, and we will get you an update on the scores as soon as we get an update from the field.
Okay, that'd be great. These guys are wondering.
Right now in cast 2, we have Jewel is still leading it with 150 plus, but we have 2 trees pending. The Waxer dog is pending 150, and the Buckle Bunny is pending 150. But Buckle Bunny did pull 100 strike minus on a 6 catch in her, and Roller is at our large not struck. That was the latest update that we got.
And we don't know about the strike points.
We don't know about the strike points, what they got struck back in for.
Well, that's cool.
I
tell you what, when you try to keep up with all these young guys, it's interesting.
We're dating our age.
Yes, we are. But I'll tell you what, these guys are professionals. They're respectful. It's pretty impressive to watch them. We had a question at the beginning. No one raised their voice or nothing. He says, okay, I'll just question it. And we put it to the side.
Was a question on a babble mic, or was it on the wrong dog being struck?
On a babble.
Okay.
So, but he said, I'd like to question that. And that was the last I've heard of it. So, and that's the way it's supposed to be. It don't matter. I could doubt it. One good thing is they're all big strapping boys, so when I fall and can't get up, they can carry me out.
Like some firewood.
That's right.
Tree is circled. We're gonna head to Road Rash. So And once we get in here, I'll lose signal. So as soon as we come back out, I'll bring it back up and tell you what we found out. Look here.
You get some truck.
Look here. There's a field like right over there. Can we not take it? They're trying to figure the easiest way to him. By the time we get in there, the hunt will probably be over.
If not, it'll be close. We got like 20 minutes left.
And then we do have to score.
Colin. Cuddy.
So there's a lot of situations about to play out in this cast.
I lose service.
If
You could.
I mean,
if Rash has a coon, it's going to give him 300.
Correct.
If Slide gets treed and has a coon, that'll give him 300 with a circle tree.
Yep.
Conan has 100 plus with a question and a circle tree. If he trees another coon, it's only going to give him 250. If neither one of these three score a coon, and or Jovi has a coon, it's going to give her 2 1/4.
Yep. Yeah, it's anyone's game. We got 20 minutes left to go in the hunt, and it certainly is anyone's game.
Did you get a reply? Well, we know in cast 1 or cast 2 that Waxer was plussed on his tree, but we don't know about any of the strike positions.
Once Ava got minused and the dogs got struck back in, we're still waiting to hear from a report in the field. And we apologize, guys. The guys are doing the best that we can on that. So drove all the way down there to see you tonight, and you stood me up. Right. The third must have been posted on that. Where's? I think that was probably spelled wrong. Well, we lost signal on both. So here's what we know. We're going to give you guys an update. Here's what we know. We know there's roughly 18 minutes left to go in cast 1. And certainly, like we just shared, it's up for anyone to win. Really, in both casts, there's really not a dog out of it. In cast 2, we know we have roughly 29 minutes left to hunt. And right now, one would imagine in our mind that Waxer is leading the cast. They got to go to Ava to score her. We don't know what dogs were struck in at, so we will just have to wait on that end of it. Mason Bush says no, not a voting member. Whatever the judge says, it's a final decision. He judges a lot of these casts. So the judge is not a vote. Thank you, Mason, for declaring that it's going to go with the judge's decision. I can't imagine them reversing that on that side of it. And again, I don't blame Colin for certainly questioning that call. So scores are more than likely going to stay as they was called.
Yep,
for sure.
I
tell you what, I think we need to recruit Mason in here. He does a good job. We need to have him come in and do a little bit of this commentating. What do you think, Phil? I think he'd do all right.
Both interviews I've done with him, he did an excellent
job. Yeah, done an excellent job. Certainly been a big part this weekend, helping snap a lot of pictures, helping do the draw. And Mason, we do appreciate everything that you do for pro sport, certainly.
He sticks to cards. He does a little bit of everything. Keeps Kitty's dog in shape for him.
Keeps Kitty's dog in shape for him. Barry, he's made Barry cool again, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So
resurrected him.
Has resurrected and brought him back to life. And I tell you, he's been hunting a good dog. And certainly Barry has been competing, and it's awesome to see them guys give me hope. You know what I mean? That there's still hope for me. As some people know, may not know, I took a couple years off from hunting. We sold the farm, moved to Florida, and just kind of acquired a couple of dogs here lately. and am certainly enjoying it. I've always enjoyed this sport. I've enjoyed the competitive side, and doing what we do here kind of gives us a little bit of a piece of that. I got to walk along the last couple nights, 2 rounds last night. I actually survived, and walked around, handled on Thursday night, handled our hook snook female, and really enjoyed that side of it. We didn't do any good with her. But certainly got the Timbo dog into tonight's round. He looked really good. He just got beat. But there's nothing. I love competing in these hunts like we do.
We were talking about Barry. I'll never forget this. It's the last thing about coon hunting I'll ever remember. He was talking about Zeb 3, and he was notoriously trashy. And I'll never forget him saying, I don't know what he was running, but it had blood in
it. Absolutely. Again, this is the 2026 Pro Sport National Cup hunt, and we're going to crown a champion tomorrow night. So, again, we got roughly 15 minutes left to go in cast 1, I believe it is, and 25 minutes in cast 2. So we have lost signal on both casts. We kind of lost signal on Charlie Young's cast, and I think he's working with Mitch, I believe. Isn't that right, Mitch? He's trying to text you as he can.
They've got down around that reservoir, and he has no signal.
Yeah, and if some of you guys are tuning in with us, let us know if you guys hunt, what kind of dogs you hunt on that side. I've hunted predominantly blue ticks my whole life. But I actually own Walker dogs now, Philip, and I know you've hunted blue ticks for years. We used to compete against each other.
We did
back in the day. You've kind of retired on me now. Well, maybe unretired, retired and unretired or whatever. But certainly I've hunted with a bunch of good Walker dogs and owned a bunch of good Walker dogs over the past several years as well. Favorite breed, Philip?
I just like a coon dog. I don't care if they get yellow stripes or pink polka dots.
There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
I mean, I know you prefer the blue ticks.
I do. I've hunted them since I've been a kid. That's really kind of what got me into hunting a neighborhood blue ticks, riding my bike home from school, and these dogs would be howling outside, and I finally couldn't stand it. One night I rode my bike into Dave Nelson's driveway from Wisconsin, where we grew up as kids, and he introduced me to the sport of coon hunting. And like I said, I wasn't 10 yet, I don't believe, and took us a couple nights. And it's kind of one of them things where you either like it or you don't. And I just fell in love with it, and I've been ate up with it since. My mom is still living, is 82 years old, and what she reminisces back on what it was like to have these howl at night, because we didn't have no barks and stuff like that we could put on them. So it was just one of them. It was just one of them things, right?
Yeah. When it gets in your blood, it's hard to get out.
Q&A session. What's the biggest purse either one of you all have won? Well, personally for myself, the biggest purse that I won personally on me handling was a $4,000 pro hunt with a blue tick, the first blue tick to ever win one. But I've had several dogs. We had a dog called Magic Trick that won the PKC World in 2009. I think that year it paid $27,000 for first. And certainly I've had dogs that have won. The Timbo dog just won a Super Stakes championship. It was $10,000. Been very fortunate to be able to compete, owner, handler. And then I've also had some really amazing guys hunt with me. Jeremy Kolick from Michigan. I'm actually we're going back and forth quite a bit now. He hunted the Magic Trick dog in 2009 when he won the PKC World in Salem, Illinois. So what's the biggest first you've hunted for?
In one lump sum, 12.5.
Yeah, 12.5. So again, these guys now, I talked to a lot of the guys earlier tonight, and they, and they know it. We are very, very fortunate that pretty much about every weekend now you can go hunt for what we considered back then winning a $4,000 pro hunt. That was the Mecca. Winning the pro division was the Mecca. The Prina race, it paid $3,000 to win, but it was the prestige, the title that come with it. It was a year-long race, and it was extremely hard to win. So, we we are definitely, I think we're in an era now where the hunts are the hunts, the money is the money, but there's still, you have this national cup. You know what I mean? That's a title. You have the TOC. And one thing I love about pro sport, United Kennel Club, PKC, there's a lot of respect for each other. There's room for all of us.
Mhm.
And they've done a masterful job. A lot of the guys that are hunting here tonight, hunting all three. John Strickland was here earlier tonight with Belle Island Ann, PKC world champion, UKC world champion, TOC champion. Really, the only thing this little female has not won is the Pro Sport Championship. And he'll be competing this fall for the world championship there. Just an incredible feat. It's a record, and did this consecutively. In other words, won the TOC, the World Hunt, and the PKC World all in the same year. That is just about as impressive.
The National Cup and the PKC National is the only thing she is missing.
Yeah, and so do I think that he'll try to win it with her? Probably, and won several $100,000 between the invitational hunts and what these hunts and stuff like that pay, and had a really competitive cast night, but the wind kind of took him out of the game, like he had shared earlier. So again, we have roughly 10 minutes left to go in cast 1 and 20 minutes in cast 2. And as soon as we can get an update for you guys from either cast, we will let you know. I'm going to set the stage for cast 1. Here's what we know. We know that in cast 1, that electric slide at 150 plus with 200 circle, okay? Leading the cast, according to our calculation, with that score. Was struck, and according to his handler, said he's running airplanes, whatever that meant. Okay, you guys use your own imagination. Kenyon told me that earlier tonight. So Conan is struck, is carrying 100 plus, has 150 circle. He got, as we knew when we lost signal, he actually has been released back with about 20 minutes left to go. Road Rash handled by Casey Stallard, owned by his dad Jeff Stallard. Jeff and Casey kind of own the dog together. He's got 150 plus with 150 pending. They was going to score him. Now, if he has a coon, he takes the lead. And Bon Jovi's tree will not matter at this point because they feel like the hunt's going to be really close to being over by the time that they get to Road Rash. Bon Jovi is struck for 100. He caught a very unfortunate break, Chad did, and he couldn't hear her, but he did get her treed in when they pulled off of Conan's tree. So right now, Bon Jovi is holding 2 1/4. If they get the Road Rash and he's circled or he's not plussed, then Bon Jovi is 100% certainly back in this thing. If Road Rash is plussed, it's going to be almost going to be very, it's probably going to end up taking Bon Jovi out of it, a dog that's as hot now as any dog out there. So that kind of gives you guys an idea with roughly about 8 minutes left to go in that hunt. They was going to try to come back live. They was walking down in the bottom, going to come back out in the area. We know that where Road Rash is treed at, they should have some signal. So hopefully we can go there live as we kind of feel like that's going to be close to the end of the hunt on that side of it. To give you an update on cast 2.
If slide comes treed and has another coon, there's no touching him.
Correct.
Yeah, because he has a circle tree. That would tie
100%.
him and Road Rash, but he has a circle tree.
Exactly. Absolutely. So we'll take in cast 2. We don't have really any more other than we know that Speed Waxer was leading that cast. We have got no update from that cast in quite a while. We have Mitch working on it with Charlie to try to get us an update on that particular cast. So we know that they was going to go score when they left. The last update we got, they was going to go score Buckle Bunny. That was the latest update that we have. And to our understanding, Jewel hadn't been struck back in yet at this point.
What's y'all's favorite states to hunt, it says?
I tell you, I would have to say for me, I would say probably I've hunted all over. I love Michigan. Certainly in the summertime, I would say Michigan, Central Michigan is some of my favorite hunting. But I've also hunted the Delta some, and I think in certain times of the year it's good hunting there or whatever. I'm spoiled. I've hunted Michigan. I don't like hunting when it's cold up there anymore like I did. But in the summertime, other places are it's really, really warm out. You can still hunt up there, and it's fairly nice.
I don't know if you can call it a state. I mean, it's, that tri-tip corner right there of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan where they meet. That's my favorite area in the whole country to hunt.
Yep, absolutely.
That's your whole hometown.
Yeah, I lived for many years, lived a mile from the Ohio line and about 6 miles from the Michigan line. And so we would hunt Western Ohio, Northern Indiana, Southern to Central Michigan. And I hunted that whole area for many, many years. Moved to the state of Florida, tried to hunt down there, and it's just, I can't do it. I come back up north. Certainly. And, I tell you this, I'm hunted around the Mount Gilead, Ohio area a bunch. Certainly a lot of good hunting there with my good friend Cody Sipe, who's judging tonight. And a lot of, Mount Gilead Club has put on a lot of tremendous big hunts there. Also hunted the Salem, Illinois area. There's a lot of places in that area that I love to hunt. We're not that far from there right now. So, going to any of them places is certainly, I've enjoyed them all.
When the original Winter Classic was in Albany, we drove out and went to Florida.
Yeah.
We get out of the truck and the guy handed us a machete, and that guy said, "What's this for?" He said, "You're going to find out." That was enough of Florida for me.
I've had that happen, pleasure hunting down there. So, but again, we're hoping to get an update. We know these casts are winding down, and we do apologize. We wish we could have been live a little bit more than this. But we know certainly a lot riding on the line as they're walking back to Road Rash on this side of it. So we're hoping that Mike comes back live with us and gives us an update on that side. And we hope to get a live interviews from both the winners tonight at some point. If not, we'll certainly go live with them. Tomorrow night we're going to hear from both of the final contestants and so forth.
What electronics are illegal in coon hunting? Are we talking about in a cast or pleasure hunting? If it's in a cast, you can't use any electronic device.
No training devices, no toning. Yeah. No, well, you can't use no electronic device or toning device or anything like that, no matter what registry.
But I'm talking about such as scoring aids, and UKC, you can't use a cell phone.
100%. Everyone is different. Yeah. And certainly thermals have changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad for them, because you know how many times, our whole idea is you want to try to give the best dog the opportunity to win the cast. And so using thermal imaging now, I think, is tremendous. Can't score it with that, but at least you know where it's sitting at to get it to look, or certainly on that side.
You have to find it with a naked eye.
We heard tonight. I mean, Mike, who's one of our guys that's out competing, where he had talked about, they found a coon 4 minutes gone on the tree, but could not get it to score.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate, he'd be out competing tonight. Absolutely. So again, like I said, according to our calculation, cast one is down to about 3 minutes left to go, and we're just waiting to hear an update from them.
Hopefully tomorrow night. I've talked to Gilbert and I talked to Willie, and they said Verizon picks up phenomenal where they're going. So we're hoping for the best tomorrow night. We're going to send a couple different phone kinds with them.
Yeah, and it's going to be a 2-dog final tomorrow night. So it should be fun, should be interesting. And it will be hunted even if the prize money is split, which it may be and it may not. I'm sure that'll be left up to the hunters. But they will hunt for this trophy and this title.
Yeah. Does this trophy rotate, or is he getting a new one every year?
He gets a new one every year, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yes.
He said something about rotation earlier, and I didn't know.
Yeah, 100%. Mitch, have we heard anything from Charlie lately?
Just started coming in.
Okay, so report is that we are maybe getting an update on Cast 2.
He said everything was still coming in 25 on the strike. Okay, that's possible. But Ava was buzzed up. Roller was struck. Ava re-struck. Wax was streaked for 100 1/4, and Ava is streaked for 100 1/4.
And we know that ask him after Ava was minus 100 if he would have the strike on that. Does he know what dog is leading the cast? Maybe ask him that. Does rain affect dogs in coon hunting? Pardon me, go ahead. Well, Mitch over here says it affects him. Yes, I mean, it certainly can. It certainly can make a difference, you know what I mean, on that side of it. We used to love when it had a light rain because we felt like coon hunting was better, you know.
I think a lot of it depends on the time of year. Like if it's cold in the wintertime and raining, yeah, I think it affects them a lot. Summertime when it's hot and it's a light rain, my favorite time to hunt.
Mitch, find out too, Jewel, nothing has been heard from her.
I've sent a message that wasn't delivered. So
Okay.
completely out of service.
So so where we stand at right now, Wax was struck and treated and plussed. He's struck and treated now, so he's got 150 pending. A was minus 100, struck for a quarter, treat for 100 and quarter, plussed. Has 150 pending from what we know. Jewel is at 150 plus. So we know, according to that timer, that should mean that cast 1 is over as far as hunt time. We're just waiting to hear a score update. So we have cast 1 officially on our time, unofficially, as being over, and we're just waiting to get an update on who's treed in, who's not treed in, and so forth. So hopefully we will hear from Mike in that cast. Mitch, maybe send Mike a message or a text to see if he can give us an update. And according to our calculation, we have roughly 10 minutes or so left to go in the last cast.
And Waxer is leading this cast too. He is the youngest. No, he's the second youngest dog in this hunt. Rover would have been the number 1. The 2 youngest dogs in this hunt's in the same cast.
Yeah.
Neither message was delivered. So they're completely
They are out of service.
Yeah. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a real short break, and we will be right back with you as soon as we can get an update and fill you guys in and let you guys know who has won these 2 casts. So we'll be right back. Okay, we are back live. Unofficially, we just got a report from Cast 2. This is the one that Cody Sipe is judging, and Charlie Young was filming. This is unofficial, but unofficially right now, we have Speed Waxer, Billy Bell, owned by Chad Rogers and Paul Braden, as your unofficial winner, and will be advancing to tomorrow night's round. So if that in fact is the case, we want to say a huge congratulations. Talked to Billy earlier, talked to Chad, talked to Paul Braden. Just incredible guys, incredible group that they have hunting there. Billy hunted for Roger Shable for many years, and he again is in another final finals of a major event. Imagine that. He's no stranger to it. I will promise you. They're going to have to beat him and the dog both. He's kind of hunting a young dog or whatever. Unofficially, cast number 2. Your winner is Speed Waxer Billy Bell, and we're waiting to hear. We know that cast had roughly 10 minutes left to go in the hunt, but that has been called, from our understanding, from a very credible source. Charlie Young, I think, is texting Mitch. Is that correct? And so that cast is over. Billy Bell and Speed Waxer, from our understanding. Again, we don't want to false say that, but unofficially, they are the winners. Moving on to tomorrow night. And that was an incredible competitive cast. We had Jewel in there, Bucko Bunny, and Roller. So huge congratulations there.
You know, that pup come by that honest. His mother is the #1 all-time money winner in PKC. Female, on the female side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spice Girl.
Yep, absolutely. So we're hoping to get have you tried to text Mike? Has no service there. So we're just waiting to hear from Cast 1. As soon as we call Cast 1 or find out, we know that hunt has been over for quite a few minutes. We're just waiting to hear unofficially who has won that cast.
Think you can get Ashton on the line?
I don't know. I can text Ashton and see.
I don't know what kind of cell phone service all we've got out there.
Again, Speed Waxer, Billy Bell, Chad Rogers, Paul Braden, going to be in your final 2 tomorrow night, hunting heads up for the 2026 Pro Sport National Cup.
The Ron Road Rash, if he does not have a coon, they have to score Bon Jovi. And we do not know if Slide got treed again or not. So it's still tight, and it's anybody's ball game.
We're going to take a real quick break again, and we're going to come right back to you as soon as we can, and we get an update on who's going to be your cast winner of Cast 1.
You're a great outside shooter, but all the talk this year has been you driving.
It's true. I'm going to be driving a Kia Telluride from Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville.
Right now, get a new Kia Telluride with up to $4,500 off the sticker.
So why Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville?
Because when others won't, Walters will.
Come shop us in Pikeville or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606.
So we're back. So we're back here live. We did get an update on cast one. A lot has changed. A lot of suspense. So here's what we know right now. We know that they went in to score road rash, and he was circled, which brought Bon Jovi, who's been a non-player here all night because they couldn't hear her until they went and scored Conan's tree. And then he was able to hear Bon Jovi and got her treed in. So the hunt is over. They have one tree left to score for all the marbles. And that is going to be Electric Bon Jovi, one of the hottest females, one of the hottest dogs out in the country. The update that we have is they're roughly 5 to 10 minutes maybe from her tree, and they're hoping when they get there that they have signal. If Bon Jovi has a coon, she will be declared your winner. And what an incredible story. Chad Rogers, Paul Braden, don't want to jinx them. They would punch their ticket with Bon Jovi, and they would be a 2-dog final with both of Paul's dogs and Chad's dogs in the finals. Again, we don't know this. This is unofficial what we're hearing because signal is very spotty, but they expect where Bon Jovi is at when they get there. They've been in that area before tonight. We did have signal. We're hoping to go live when this happens. So just wanted to give you guys an update. A lot happening here. Right now, unofficially, Electric Slide is leading the cast by virtue of the tiebreaker, having 200 circle and 150 plus. Casey Stallard with Road Rash had 150 plus with 150 circle. He's out of it. Conan is out. Well, there is a question on the card, okay? That could definitely, if it got overturned, would put Conan up to 200. I will tell you this, from our understanding, it's all unofficial. It is a questionable call that the judge made on a judgment call, which in 99% of the cases does not get overturned, okay? So the report that we're getting, and again, if Bon Jovi has a coon, none of this is going to matter.
Nope.
So that's kind of your update of where we're at. So a lot of suspense. Hopefully you'll tune in with us when we go live. Hopefully we can get live. Again, we'd love to go live with Speed Waxer and Billy Bell. We couldn't. Wasn't any signal there. So we're hoping to go live and have a live shot as they go in to score this tree. So that's a little bit on where we're at right now. I wanted to give you guys all an update. So certainly very exciting.
Back to what we were talking about earlier, how important that 100 strike is.
Oh, again, people can, this is an age-long debate, Philip, but you're not going to debate me on this here. When you're struck for 100, you control the narrative. 50% of the cast, a dog has to tree 2, but you still control even if you've treed 1, because if you tree 2, you take the lead. So again, it's going to prove tonight that a 100 strike definitely makes a difference.
I mean, she was a non-player, like you said, till the last 20 minutes of the hunt.
Yeah. Again, we're certainly not going to go down that road or whatever. The ones that tote good strike dogs don't want the rules changed. And the ones that have honest strike dogs want the rules changed. So you can't tell me when dogs, and this is just things that we're talking about, sometimes dogs get excited, and so when that happens and they strike at your feet and they tree 2 miles from you, they're certainly not struck the coon that they're treating.
You got some service.
Okay, so we are going live. Okay, so it sounds like we are getting close.
Buddy.
I'm sure. I'm sure he's nervous. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. He's a pretty young kid too.
Yeah. I would say they're getting close. Mike, how far are you guys from the tree, you think? This dog has been treed here a long time. Probably been treated here for
since the start. Yes.
How long do you think she's been treated her, Mike? Hour and a half, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably
You got to be
15 minutes after we turned her loose, she was probably hooked or less than that. When we walked straight away from her.
pretty impressive. She's still treated as hard as she is. After probably now, your
It's
hunt's probably
just
been over.
steady. She's just steady. I mean, this is a pretty expensive coon right here.
Hey, let's try to get a live shot of Chad if, in fact, they do find the coon.
Yes.
Hey, Mike, just to give you an idea, Speed Waxer, their other entrant, won the other cast. So if this little female has a coon, there'll be a 2-dog final, both owned by Chad Rogers and Paul Braden.
Hey, you can't beat that. I'll tell you what, there's so many little creeks in this place. It's crazy. They're scoring it. Now, once they find it, I'll
Once
talk
it's
to
scored,
them.
we want to, once it's scored, just have a interview with the winner.
Did we find a coon? Yeah. Okay. It is plus. And he is the winner. Bon Jovi. Hey, can we take it 1 second?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
One step closer. One step closer.
Well, I just got an update. You're going to be hunting against your other dog.
He better watch out.
You got to call his name out, huh?
You better watch out.
Yeah, he's coming for you.
Good deal.
Awesome.
Don't get no.
She did. What was she treated? Probably an hour and 20 minutes?
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so.
And she is treated as hard as when he treated her. So.
Appreciate you. Thanks for joining the brother. Yeah, no problem. Congratulations. Yes, sir. Thanks.
There's
All
your
right,
winner.
Steve, there's your winner.
Absolutely. So Bon Jovi, Chad Rogers, Paul Braden, Chad Rogers handling. Punch their ticket. We have a 2-dog finale with those dogs coming from the same. How impressive is that, Philip?
I mean, it never happens, especially in there. One of
Hey,
them's a puppy.
Steve.
Yes.
I'm going to go off here.
Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
All right. So that is going to conclude our evening. And again, this is unofficial. Cards have to come back and stuff like that. But right now, Electric Bon Jovi and Speed Waxer are your 2 dogs that win and advance on into the final heads up cast tomorrow night. Huge congratulations to Chad Rogers, Paul Braden, Billy Bell, that whole entire crew. What a dream come true, right? Certainly.
It's life-changing money. I mean, it's $25,000 is life-changing money.
Well, I mean, it's going to be $35,000, both going to the same people. You know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If you know Chad, you know Paul and them guys, not too bad. I mean, they're just amazing ambassadors for the sport. Been at it a long time. You know, we interviewed Paul a couple of times tonight. been doing this for many, many years. And, he said something, the money is great, but the enjoyment of being a truck guy at his age, it's what we call ourselves as we get older. He's having a ball. And Paul, when you go back and you look at this film and stuff like that, huge congratulations. You've done this a long time. There's nobody more deserving than you, and certainly Chad and your guys' entire gang. Billy Bell, huge congratulations. We look forward to see how this unfolds tomorrow night. We will be going live tomorrow night, roughly at dark. So we're thinking probably around 9:30 is when we go live. We'll be live probably 15, 20 minutes before the final cast, and hope they're going to be hunting right down the road from here. Hope to have live coverage throughout the whole thing. So not really a loser in this bunch, right?
Nope.
Philip, enjoyed it again, as always, my friend.
Steve.
Always fun. Until next time, we look forward to tomorrow night.